You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Well, look at that. The MVP finalists have been announced, and it is Drake May and Matthew Stafford, the two considered to be at the front of the pack to win the award. Ironically, both coming off subpar performances in the postseason. I still think Matthew Stafford wins it. I think there's been a lot of momentum for Drake May at the end of the year. Stafford's last month, not so great, but I think overall, to me, still better. But have your pick, whatever you want. Trevor Lawrence now in that conversation. And throw Christian McCaffrey in, which is interesting, and heck, deservedly so. But I thought maybe Jackson Smith and Jigba would be a position player, even more so than McCaffrey. But McCaffrey, with all the touches, it's like 450-something touches, I think it is this year, which is incredible. So Trevor Lawrence, a finalist for that, and the Comeback Player of the Year award, and Liam Coen, a finalist for the Coach of the Year. So I don't know what these awards mean to people or everybody. But I think it's a pretty cool deal. I think it says that where the Jags are right now. And there's the Coach of the Year. And I'll tell you what, this one to me is tricky. I think any of those guys could win it. And I think you can make cases for some other guys outside of top five. Doug Peterson was a finalist down to the final three, I think it was. I thought they did in a couple years ago in 2022. So we will see if Liam Coen is the winner of that award. And I don't know if it necessarily means great things. Stefanski, two-time winner, fired. Now he's back as the head coach. Dable, Coach of the Year award when Peterson was in it, fired. Peterson in the finals, well, fired. So it's not like Bill Belichick's sitting in a much better spot. He wasn't really a finalist much in the last 20 years of his career and never close to being fired. Let's just say that. Same with Andy Reid. But good stuff for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I guess we knew Coen would be part of that. We really haven't heard Trevor's name mentioned as a Comeback Player of the Year. I think McCaffrey's on that list too. I haven't seen the list. Did you just show that list, or did you just do Coach of the Year?
I got that one.
Yeah, I think McCaffrey, a lot of people think he'll win it, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't really spent a lot of time looking at that, but I thought I saw something recently on it. Hutchinson, Stephon Diggs, interesting.
Yeah, Trevor looks like he would come in fifth out of these five, just because he didn't really have a lot to come back from compared to some of these other guys.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the thing, right? But, hey, again, I think this says a lot. This is really, to me, this is less of a Liam Coen story because we've been talking about the Liam Coen story. We knew he would be a finalist. I think this is a big-time Trevor Lawrence story. Not the Comeback Player of the Year as much, but it is a good bounce back for him. But to put himself in the MVP conversation, I'm trying to find out now, and some folks that were here earlier were wondering if the Jags have ever even had a finalist for an MVP. I mean, you'd have to go back to Fred Taylor. You would have to go back to Mark Brunell. I don't know if Jimmy Smith with some of those big years would have been in that conversation. I think Fred or Mark probably would have got the nod, not looking year to year statistically. The only other one that would maybe, if they did find, and that's what we're wondering, if they even did finalists like this, because NFL Honors is somewhat of a new program where they launched this thing. And I think Mojo led the league in rushing, but there's no way they would have put him in an MVP finalist category because, I mean, they won like 3 games or something, or 2 games, I think it was that year. I think they were 2-14. So, what do you think it means, Hamby? It means something to you, or do you think it means something to the fans? Do you think it means something to the organization? What for Trevor here? I think even more, or maybe Coen too.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing for the fans at the very least to kind of see. You know, we're not used to seeing our logo on any kind of graphics at this time of the year.
Yeah. Other than coaching search.
Well, of course. And I think it's also probably a pretty good feeling for the Trevor Truthers, honestly, not to split the fan base because I'm sure everybody's pleased with this. But I do think it's almost like, yeah, man, like, yeah, he's an MVP finalist. To get that nod kind of puts him even in another tier with those other 4 names that 3 months ago, I don't think anybody necessarily could have imagined.
Yeah, I would say that's probably a good way to put it. I don't think the truthers need anything. I mean, listen, I've been a big Trevor defender. I don't need, and maybe a lot of people actually do. I don't need to be right. I don't need that to happen. Like, that's okay for me. Like, it doesn't bother me. Get on board, right? And I know there was some discourse for some good reason. I always thought the discourse was overboard, considering all the circumstances, and nobody wants to do that and look at all that in real time. I also think this, and people will say this, I've had this about the C.J. Stroud stuff this week, and people are like, well, yeah, Trevor's done it. It's like people just want to dismiss 22 and 23, and even some of the good stuff he was doing, I think, earlier in the year. There just weren't consistent moments of it as much as people want to see, and there wasn't this elevated level of play. This is what everybody's been waiting for. I think Austen said that a million times. The expectations are we're going to see this. But trust me, I don't think we've ever seen Trevor, and this is a weird kind of twist on this conversation, look like C.J. Stroud's looked the last couple of weeks. C.J. Stroud, and I'm not talking performance-wise, I'm saying your eyes tell you that he shouldn't be in the football game at times. Like, I would have taken him out. I know you guys talked about it Tuesday. I would have taken him out because he didn't look like he was confident enough to go execute. And that's what bothered me more than the actual interceptions and things like that. So, but we've never really seen like Trevor look shook. Not as confident, all those kind of things. I don't remember ever seeing him look shook. And we know what that looks like around here. We have seen quarterbacks look shook. Like, we have experience in that department. A lot of them, not just Blaine Gabbert. I mean, even Blake Bortles at times had some of those. I mean, in 2018, he throws 5 picks against Kansas City, and it starts to spiral in that way. Austen Lane enters the program, and what do you think? Does
Smelly.
it mean something?
I apologize.
Smelly?
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, well, we don't worry about that
Crazy
around here.
cardio session, but what are you going to do? Yeah.
Big one, huh? Good one.
Well, yeah, I had to wait to use the assault bike, so that's why I'm a little tardy here.
How long on the assault bike?
So it was 30 minutes on the assault bike and then 30 minutes on the incline, just walking. So burned 900 calories total. Sprints on the assault bike and then walking up incline for 30 minutes. Yeah, man. I got the results if you want to see them, man.
Hey.
Yeah. But and by the way, shout out to the kind old sweet lady that was rowing next to me on the assault bike.
How old?
Giving her the ocular pats on, we're gonna put her at least 70. I mean, she's getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't have time for prices right. Like, we're getting a workout in a day. So props to her. But it was because I sweat, man. So I even told her, I'm like, hey, just a heads up, like, this is my second set on the assault bike. I'm like, I'm a sweater. She's like, oh, it's okay. And a little sweaty.
Hey,
there was one point where she had to take her hands off the rolling machine and go like this a little bit. And I'm like, I mean, and you know me, man, I don't play when it comes to like my workout. Like, sorry, but I got to get this in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I felt a little bad about it, but I guess she was a good sport. But also, don't put
a screen up.
Yeah, but don't put the rolling machine right next to the assault, like really right next to it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, good for you.
Yeah,
Get that work in.
Got to.
I'm
sorry. What was the question?
The question is, what does it mean? How much does it mean for Trevor to be in the? I don't know if you just caught the news. He's in comeback player of the year finalist, NFL MVP finalist.
Oh, nice.
Liam Coen, coach of the year finalist.
Yeah.
So Jags have a bunch of these things. Again, I don't know if any of them are going to win it. I just think, to me, the big one is being in the MVP conversation. I'm asking the Jags, and it doesn't look like anybody has an answer, that I don't know if any Jags player has ever been a finalist for the NFL MVP. Might be the first time in franchise history. Now, Mark Brunell, maybe.
Yeah.
I would think Fred Taylor, maybe. But Fred Taylor made one Pro Bowl. Like, so, and honestly, Trevor's an alternate for the Pro Bowl, so that's kind of odd too, right? The way that goes down.
Well, and nowadays, the Pro Bowl is the Pro Bowl.
It is. But, so I don't know. I think it's pretty significant, I guess, is my point. And now we get to wonder if this is just like this will be a peak moment, or if this is going to be, hey, put him in the conversation next year. Do you? I guess that's a better question. Do you think he'll be in the conversation? Will you go into next year? Will we go into next year saying he's an MVP candidate?
How can you not? Yeah, I mean, I think the offense is only going to get better. I think they're only going to get more ingrained in that system. They're not going to lose too many pieces, I feel like, on that offense. We'll see with Travis Etienne. Like, that could be a big thing, but we'll see with that. Wide receivers are already in place. Linemen seem to be in place. So, yeah, I think Trevor should be in the conversation for sure, because I don't think he's going to regress that much. Now, what we've seen sometimes, guys, when you add more on their plate in a new offense the second year, there is a little bit of regression, but I don't think Liam Coen is going to allow that to happen. As far as comeback player of the year, I mean, that one's kind of, I assume it'll go to Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, or Hutchinson. Bigger. Well, you had the list. It's bigger injuries for those other guys.
Yeah.
I think Daniel Kilkenny said Burrow missed 8 games on 2 consecutive or 2 different times and one comeback player of the year both times. But I think it's more the nature of the injury for the other guys.
Yeah, so I would say, I mean, I would probably vote for McCaffrey there. As far as MVP is concerned, though, like that's great because that puts you in the elite conversation. And Trevor deserves to be in that conversation for how he finished this season. I mean, not the last game maybe, but like how he played up until the Bills game. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's an awesome thing. Obviously, probably not going to win the MVP, but to even be considered in the elite conversation is a great thing.
Yeah, Logan did a quick Google. Trevor is the first Jag ever for the MVP finalist. Thank you, Logan.
That's crazy.
I also feel like you might be taking a little bit of a shot that I could have just Googled that real quick. Or Hamby could have, as a good producer.
Maurice Jones-Drew wasn't in the conversation when he was like the rushing leader?
Well, that's what I was saying, but it was like you guys were 2-14. I can be in the MVP conversation at 2-14 most likely. I don't think.
Yeah.
So that would be. I didn't mention his name that year. I'd be the only one. The other thing is, like the NFL honors is a newer deal. They might not have done finalists. That's what some people are saying. I checked with the Jags like media contingent that they don't used to announce finalists, I guess, for this.
Yeah.
And so that part could have changed. That doesn't mean he didn't finish like second or third. Remember, Trevor finished 7th in 2022 in the MVP voting. And I don't even know if they always do 5 finalists.
I was going to say, do they do like 7 like that? I didn't know that.
Well,
like in terms of
they'll give you the final vote.
Oh, okay.
So like if you finish 12th, we might be able to see it, But I don't do finalists. That I think sometimes they only do 3 finalists. I think when Doug won Coach of the Year, was in the finalists in 2022, I feel like it was only 3 of them. It was him, Dable, and somebody else. Dable ended up winning it. So I just think maybe like this year they have 5 finalists for Coach of the Year. And no shot at anyone. Take a shot at one of us, Logan. We could have just looked that up. But anyway, I've just got to be honest with you. And you know me, man, I'm a big Trevor defender. But I can't fully say that I am going to sell everyone as a Trevor defender as we get back into the swing of things in August of next year when I start predicting how the Jags are going to do. And I say, well, Jags got an MVP caliber quarterback. And I just, now it's okay to say that, I think, because he played like it specifically in the second half of the year. I just don't think that's going to be part of my argument yet. I think when you're in Cincinnati, you say that about Burrow. I think when you're in Buffalo, you say that about Josh Allen. I think when you're in Baltimore, you say that about Lamar Jackson. And Kansas City, you say that about Patrick Mahomes.
Sure.
Honestly, I think Matthew Stafford, I think I could say that about him. I don't know. And even Drake May might win the MVP, but I don't know if he's going to be in the conversation every year. He might have just had a really good year.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess, where I'm at with Trevor, too, that I think I got to see it again to think after year that, hey, I can put him into that elite conversation. Because, quite frankly, I think the Jags can win and be successful and even win a Super Bowl if he's playing like a top 12 quarterback. I don't need him to be playing like a top 3 or 4 quarterback. It would be awesome if he did. But I think playing like a top 12 quarterback puts you in that kind of conversation of winning football games, winning a division, taking you to where you want to go.
Where do you think the regression will come from, though, if you don't think? Because
it's more my mentality. I don't know if it's regression necessarily.
Well, it's going to have to be.
Well, okay, I'll say. Is he going to have 39 touchdowns?
Well,
that's a lot of touchdowns.
That's true. But here's the only part where it could not be regression. Is if he has the same amount, the same stats, same maybe 13 wins, maybe just 11 or 12, but still plays at this caliber. But his quarterback play across the league in the NFL this year was pretty bad. And
look at it in the postseason.
Well, I mean, we talked about that a lot yesterday, but where it could not be regression if he has the same year, yet Mahomes is back to normal, Burrow's back to normal, Lamar's back to normal. That just makes Trevor look like the 8th best quarterback in the NFL or whatever the case may be, where he's not even in MVP contention, yet he didn't regress. He didn't take a step back. He played at a very high level, but again, the other quarterbacks actually had years that we're accustomed to seeing.
And that's fair. That could happen. That could bump you down a little bit.
I think that's probably the most logical thing. I mean, there's no reason to believe there's going to be any regression. In fact, I think there's only reason to believe that it's only going to get better. I mean, Coen talks about the project that he saved for the offseason. He's only going to get more comfortable with his footwork and all the reads and everything like that. Like, he took a big jump with Jacoby Myers, and all these guys are coming back. Why would we not believe that he could even take another step in 2026?
And are we going to see a team shift their identity from running the football first to pass first?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what you saw towards the end of the year. You even saw it against the Buffalo Bills. And if you lose Travis Etienne, I think it's going to go more of, okay, this is going to have to be with Trevor's arm a little more. So fantasy football fans, get ready because it could be the Trevor Lawrence year. I mean, if you look at last year in terms of the MVP odds and how it all shook out, you got Josh Allen, you got Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, and Jane Daniels.
All those guys had terrible years.
Who was second? Sorry. Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson, yeah. I mean, like, there could definitely be regression. Right now, injuries play a factor in that. Like, if these guys would have been healthy all year, like we may have been talking about these guys, are still elite. Like, I still think Josh Allen was elite. Now, Lamar Jackson, when he was in and he was healthy, he looked pretty solid, but then obviously he gets hurt and he's not himself again. Joe Burrow, kind of the same thing where he gets hurt and we didn't have a good sample size. Jared Goff, yeah, he definitely regressed losing Ben Johnson. And then Jane Daniels was hurt as well. So it's hard to get a true sample size with injuries and everything. But, like, I still think we consider Josh Allen an elite quarterback. I think when healthy, Lamar Jackson is an elite quarterback. I think when healthy, Joe Burrow, at least I think, is an elite quarterback. So, I mean, not saying Trevor's elite quite yet, but if he can have that, repeat season or even a better season, then yeah, like get ready to put him in with the Joe Burrows and Lamar Jacksons. Like, it's crazy to fathom, but if the Jaguars want to win next year, it might be with his arm even more than running the football.
Yeah, I think it's like I don't think talent-wise and everything else, it's crazy to fathom, but kind of around here, that's not a common thing. It's almost like what's going on with the coaches. I just can't get over what's going on with the coordinators. Both coordinators are getting multiple interviews. The Jags haven't had a coordinator get hired as a head coach since 2008. They don't even get interviews. I mean, there are 5 interviews this week for these two guys.
I think that was the only one ever, right?
And one's not yet. I don't know, but is that the only one ever? It's the last one. But, I mean, one of the guys doesn't even call plays. Like, it's really weird. Like, that's a hard thing. That's part of, like, I don't want to sound blasphemous here and be like, oh, yeah, Trevor, Burrow, Lamar. Well, now, here's the thing. I don't think you have to be a finalist to also be considered either elite or whatever. You know the name you didn't mention last year, and you sure as hell didn't mention him this year? Patrick Mahomes. He's not even on the radar of finalists or whatever the last 2 seasons. And now people say he got hurt. He got hurt in the last 3 games.
Yeah, it ain't the injury.
That's not an injury one. So, and we all think Patrick Mahomes probably the best guy in the league.
But he didn't play like it this year.
Yeah, but if you're starting a team right now, you put Patrick Mahomes as the quarterback?
I'm not.
I'm seriously contemplating Josh Allen.
Okay.
Maybe.
But is that the end of the conversation? Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes?
I mean, supremely healthy, probably. Yeah. I think it's Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes.
So back to what you guys said, again, this is more just, hey, this would be awesome. You get your head around this, because here's the most important part of this conversation is if you're in this conversation, you're usually winning football games, which means you go into the playoffs, which gets you back to a consistent, spot in the playoffs. The biggest thing he did this year was help them to 13-4. 13-4. Like, I look at his record now, he's 35-42 in his 5-year career. 35-42 with a 3-14 start. That's impressive. With the Urban Meyer stuff, all the different coaches, to me, that's really the most important part, that he's been over 500 3 of his last 4 years. He won division titles 2 of the last 4 years, and shoot, they were in prime position and probably would have won another one if he never got hurt, right? I mean, I think we can all agree on that. But to you guys' point about the numbers, yeah, I think he can duplicate these numbers. First of all, he's 61% throwing the football. We hope that's a better number. Mm-hmm. I mean, that actually it's not a career low. He's actually been hovered around that a couple of times. But he's also been at 66 and 65. I think people would like him to get closer to 65, even if he's going to throw it down the field. 4,000 yards, it's actually like the 3rd most yards he's thrown for in his career. It's not even a career high. 29 touchdowns was big. He's done 25 before. 12 interceptions. He's had 17, 14, 8, and well, last year shouldn't really count because of 10 games. And then we know the rushing touchdowns were huge, right? He had a career high there. So I think you're right. I think he can. I don't know if it's 39 touchdowns or whatever he ended up with, but I certainly think he could be a 35 touchdown guy with the way he's using his legs. Mm-hmm. And the 4,000 yards and the passing stuff to me isn't that difficult as long as you're not throwing 15-plus picks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think he can perform like this again, and I think Hamby's point is pretty dead on, too. You can perform like this and still not be maybe in this kind of conversation because other guys have really had unbelievable years. But I think that's also kind of pulled back. Lamar Jackson, when he, last year even, these two guys, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, were incredible. Lamar, when he won the first time, I think, put up like video game numbers. Mahomes has put up those. We're not seeing that as much. We're not seeing guys go for 5,000 yards. Just not as much 300-yard passing games. And I don't know if that's going to change in the NFL. But I think the numbers are more hovering around this. 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns. That's a really good season now in the NFL. And if you're using your legs on top of it. So, good. I think it's a really good thing that we can have these kind of conversations because it beats the conversation that we could have had.
Draft talk, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, not only that, the discourse on Trevor in the middle of the season.
Oh,
where
yeah.
I don't know what it was going to take for Trevor to get out of that conversation right now in the offseason, but the bottom line is he did, where nobody's even bringing anything up.
Yeah, I think winning cured everything.
Absolutely. Yeah, and what it looked like, I think it's more eye test. We saw what it looked like.
Well, yeah, odds are if you're winning football games, winning 13 games, your quarterback probably played pretty well.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of goes hand in hand.
Well, here, I'll give you a little deep dive on that. Like, you don't watch Sam Darnold and be like, wow.
Not usually, no.
You know what I mean? Mm-mm. And they're winning football games, and his numbers overall pretty good, although he does have 20 turnovers.
Their identity, I think, would be, though, they're running the football first.
Enough. Yeah. But he's played really good the last couple of years. It's just not like, wow.
He's been, yeah. But he also had those moments where it's like, oh, there's the Sam Darnold that we all know and love.
Yeah.
And, sorry, Casey.
Yeah. And he's won 14 games back-to-back with two different teams, which is the only guy in NFL history to do that.
Respect him.
Yeah, I mean, you got to – he's a good piece of their puzzle. In the right spot, and that's okay too. Like Austen said, if you're winning. All right, let's take a break. Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. Austen can catch his breath, stop sweating a little bit, and I got some news for you.
Okay.
About the Players Championship. That has nothing to do with golf.
Just saw it.
Is it the performers?
Yes. You haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
All right. Don't
Am I gonna like it? Am I gonna like it? Hamby, am I going to like it?
I think you're going to
like
so.
it.
I think you're going to like it.
If it's Jelly Roll, I'm out.
And you're going to get a guess. You got to guess.
I got to guess who it is?
When we come back. Don't look at the chat.
I'm not going to.
Chat, don't tell them.
Can I get a genre at least?
No.
Well, there's a lot of artists out there.
I will do this. I will eliminate country music.
It's not country music?
Crying shame.
So Hamby doesn't like it, huh?
Come on, Hamby, you're married.
We're going hip-hop. We're going hip-hop at Players.
Pumpkins and
this is definitely EDM or something, huh? All right, I can't wait. All right. I like it. I like the game.
It's not going to look like an Ole Miss tailgate.
Hamby, and you think I'm going to like this artist too? Or artists, whatever, group? Artist or a group? You got to tell me that.
Artist.
Singular.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Okay.
It's really fast. I'm excited about the pivot. Oh, you want me to do the lineup?
Oh, it's a giant pivot, huh?
You want me to do the lineup? Now you produced the show, so you want me to mention it. There's the lineup. How about the Brandon Ayuk story? Crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe they should go get Keon Coleman.
Too easy.
Let's go fishing and laying down the law. Plus, some Major League Baseball. The Mets have countered with a couple of big moves in the last week. What the hell are your Braves doing?
Ask the Brewers the same thing.
Hey, we didn't even mention Andrew Jones going to the Hall of Fame.
You traded Freddie Peralta.
I know. What did I just say? Because we're poor.
We're poor.
We'll be back.
What do you want?
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why gutter helmet?
Well, gutter helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground. The water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With gutter helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With gutter helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now, the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar, grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Sun's out, suits out. That's right, it's summertime in Florida, which means it's time to say goodbye to bulking season and hello to shredding season. But if you're like me, you're having a hard time sculpting and shaping those final pounds. That is until I came and saw my friends over at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Right now, everyone is hopping on the Evolve X train, and the only destination is finding your perfect summer body. The technology uses electrical muscle stimulation and radio frequency energy to cause your muscles to contract, all while heating up those deep layers of your skin and tissue to produce collagen and reduce fat. It's like doing 1,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. No pain, no needles, just results, right? That's right. So leave those winter layers back at the station and come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Hey guys, we got a new player today. I hear he's pretty good.
Heard this guy played in the NFL.
I think he's an MMA fighter. I've actually been on his show, the Brent and Austen show.
Football and fighting, that's the easy part. Let's see if I still have it on the ice. What the heck, man? Who is this guy? He's saving everything.
Leave the hockey to the pros, man.
It's hockey season. Come on out and see the Icemen play. Get your tickets at JacksonvilleIcemen.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Before we get to the reveal of who will be performing at TPC,
Yeah.
what do you make of this list? Does Trevor really even come to mind for comeback player of the year?
I mean, how many games was Trevor out last year? It's half
5?
this 5? Okay, so it wasn't quite half this season.
Does he have would he be 5th on this list in your mind? Out of these 5 dudes?
Ooh, good question.
I mean, he's got to be, right?
I mean, I'm going to be honest. The only one that I can't really remember how it went down was Stephon Diggs.
Hmm.
Because obviously he was out last year.
Right.
But I don't remember, the injury. Oh, I guess, was it an AC? Was it like a knee?
I think it was a season-ending knee injury.
Because he's on the Texans. That's right. Yeah, because he was on the Texans. Because him and then, Diggs got hurt early on in the season for the Texans. I completely forgot he was on Houston for a season. Yeah, okay, so I guess that makes some sense.
So he played 8 games last year with Houston.
Was it ACL?
Yeah, it was.
ACL?
It was. Speaking of Diggs,
How did Diggs do, by the way, this year? Was he 1,200-yard guy? Was he a 1,000-yard guy?
he had a great year.
I mean, he helped them out a lot. I'm not
1,000 yards.
1,000?
1,000 yards?
Speaking of Diggs, is having another child. His 4th in the last 12 months.
Yep.
Get out of here.
With another woman.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
DNA tests.
if you have 4 in 12 months, unless you have triplets.
Yep.
Well,
DNA tests prove, I guess, that he is the father.
Or quadruplets.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cardi B.
Dude, when I'm Maury, man. Not really, but should have when I'm Maury.
Should have.
He is the father. Yeah, how does that get him?
The
Whatever,
one
huh?
thing I just
That
listen, I get
Antonio Rogers Cromartie type beat.
everybody makes decisions, and more power to you, whatever you want to do.
And some have to be condemned.
But the one I will just never understand that part. I can't wrap my arms around the amount of problems having kids with 5 different moms must make for you.
Oh, yeah.
Brutal.
It must be unbelievably difficult.
One of the the first things we learned at the rookie symposium was watch out for the girls that are trying to trap you.
Really?
Not gonna lie, and I'm not even exaggerating. I think it was Michael Irvin that spoke to us
Really?
at the rookie symposium about it.
That's hilarious.
Did you see his Saturday Night Live skit on Michael Irvin?
Yeah.
That was good. That was a good one. The Irvin stuff.
Is he okay? We checked in on Michael Irvin.
I actually didn't even. Did you see him much in the broadcast?
He's still on the
that night?
field.
But I didn't see him much in the broadcast.
He's
that
still
night.
on the field, Brent.
Oh, he's still on the field now.
Watching the confetti. One last confetti after another fall.
There are some unbelievable
Nicely
memes
done.
about the Michael Irvin stuff.
That's crazy.
They're good.
Did he just sign on to do something? Irvin, didn't we talk about that? He's doing either I don't know if it's a big podcast through or something HBO wise or something like that. I don't know if it's a doc. I thought he was hosting something. I'll have to look it up. All right. So,
Dude.
do you have any guesses? First, if you just jump in, we asked Austen who would be the musical guest at the Players Championship. Usually, Military Appreciation Day, Tuesdays, and I don't know if there's been anybody outside of country. If there has, there's been
Chainsmokers, Brent.
So
we sat right next to them in the suite when we were doing our show.
We did that one, yeah. There was Chainsmokers. Was there another one?
That
Outside?
was the only one that I can remember that hadn't been country.
Okay, so
the
hint here is that there's not country.
I got nothing to work with. Yeah.
The other hint is that it's a male.
And it's just an artist.
Yep, an artist, not a band.
Yeah.
Or group.
Yes.
And go.
Are they okay? Can I just? I mean,
you want more? You can ask questions. But
okay,
I don't know if we can answer.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask a few more. Okay.
Hold on. Can we just get one guess off the rip though?
Okay, one guess off the rip. So I was thinking Post Malone, but I don't think it's Post Malone because Hamby, I think you'd be pretty pumped if it was Posty. So we're not gonna go Post Malone.
Yeah, and I would right now put him in the country genre, quite frankly.
So I think this is going to be off the beaten path, and I don't think it's going to be a male artist that's super popular right now, but maybe in the past.
I think that's
good. And
good.
if you guys know me, I have a pretty eclectic taste. This is probably more of Hamby, but Hamby knows what I'm not into as well, and Hamby said I'd be into this. So I'm going to go in the past a little bit. If he's playing at the Players, I'm going to go with Kid Cudi.
That's not a bad guess.
Yeah.
I'm going to
I don't
go.
even know if I know who that is.
I'm going to go a little bit more
Pursuit of
mainstream.
Happiness. Ben Kid Cudi, right? Okay, so not so much of a throwback.
I knew who this was.
Okay. Not so much of a throwback.
Well, Brent doesn't know anybody who's new.
That's a good point, too.
Hey, you were on the right train in terms of it's not like right now hot on the – I think that's part of the reason you get somebody like that. I don't know how much money they spend on this.
Can I get a genre? I'm going to need a genre, guys. I'm sorry. Is it hip-hop? Is it like – I guess you'd say indie or like alternative?
It's not indie alternative.
It's hip-hop then. Okay. And Brent's heard of it. It's not like Wheezy or something, is it?
No.
Okay. If it's hip hop,
I think this guy is actually, and I hope this is not misleading. I think he's made an appearance at a Super Bowl halftime before.
I think so too. Like recently.
I think he's made a cameo or maybe dropped a chorus.
He might have done even a
like
bigger
that.
show. Might have been back in the day, maybe a little bit bigger of a show. But I don't know about.
Is this
that.
kind of a throwback? Yeah.
I feel like
50
this
Cent?
is a throwback.
Are we getting 50?
Not 50.
Oh,
not many men.
If that was the case,
dude, it's a throwback. That's
When
not what I had in mind.
He popped out at the Oklahoma Sooners quarterfinal game as if that was the first. I think that was the first time he had ever stepped foot in the state of Oklahoma. I don't know.
Okay, wait. So this dude showed up at the Oklahoma game.
He performed Many Men before the fourth quarter of the Bama-Oklahoma game a month ago.
Oh, 50 Cent did?
Yes.
Oh, my bad, man.
Oh, I was like, did you just give him?
Yeah, I thought he was like.
No.
I thought he was giving it
50
away.
Cent did.
Really?
I just thought that was like Oklahoma, like Many Men is now their
Oh,
thing.
dude, I told you the story. When I was my bachelor party in Vegas, we snuck into the VIP of a pretty famous hotel to see 50 Cent in the VIP section. Me and James Harden were hanging out.
Two beards.
That's right. Two beards. Man. So I'm thinking hip hop for sure.
We're the same age.
You're 50 Cent?
No, me and this artist.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's about all we have in common.
All right. Same age as Brent Martineau. Brent, how old are you again?
48.
48.
I think we're the same.
Is this like Nelly? Nelly's at 48, is he? He might be 48.
You're on the right kind of beat.
Okay. So it's not Nelly, but we're getting closer. Not going to be like Sean Paul or something. That'd be crazy. But I'm kind of in that genre, though. We're in the Nelly, the St. Lunatics.
You got to keep in mind, again, that, the demographic of people that are showing up, it has to be well known to those people.
Hey, are you meaning to tell me that the olds don't get down with Hot in Her?
Other than that one song.
Did you mean to tell me the women in the sundresses aren't going to get down to Hot in Her? And you want country music back? Yeah, nothing, man.
Might make an occasional appearance in a movie or two.
Might make an occasional appearance in a movie.
He's related to Richard Pryor?
Richard Pryor, huh?
About that.
It's
That's not going to help.
Well, Brent's heard of him. It's not like Childish Gambino.
From Atlanta.
Oh, wait. Is it Luda?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I'm there. I am there. I'm there. I'm there. Oh, I'm there, Brent.
Luda at the Players.
I'm there.
I didn't know he goes by Luda.
Luda?
What I'm supposed to be saying?
Oh, you want to talk about word of mouth being part of my child? Oh, man. Hamby's upset. I don't care. I'm there, Brent. I'm there. I'm not missing it. Ludicrous.
How about that, though? What a pivot, huh? So how's that going to play?
What? Yeah, I don't know.
I listen, a shout out to the Players, man. I think this is creative.
It's a big land, I would assume.
I mean, yeah, man. It's a.
Like, I don't know. Is he a big golf
How's
fan?
the youth feeling? I doubt it. How's the youth feeling about this, Hamby?
Why you doubt it?
Well, I don't know about the high school kids in current, but I mean, I used to hear Ludacris when I was in high school.
Well, this is what I'm getting at. Like, did like a TikTok video come out where it's like he's kind of having a resurgence again?
I mean, I'm not the guy to ask, but not that I know
point.
of.
Should we get Liv Tasley in here?
Probably.
Yeah.
You know his real name?
Ludacris. No, I have no idea.
I do because I'm looking at it.
Chris Bridges.
Huh.
Christopher Brian Bridges.
Ludacris is coming to the Players.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, do you know he's related to Richard Pryor, second cousin?
I had no idea.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie.
I can tell you about.
I'm
Southern
shocked.
hip-hop. Are you shocked?
I
was really surprised, but I give him a lot of credit. I think this is kind of cool to totally like go 180 from where you've been.
I'm texting my friends right now about this.
But what do you think like the draw will be?
Honestly,
Like,
also,
who's
you're gonna
going to
hate this. Most people, I would guess, right now know Ludacris from his feature on the Bieber song.
Okay, I thought you were going to say Fast and Furious as well.
I was going to say
which would have
Fast
made
and
me
Furious
even
was
more
that,
upset.
yeah.
No,
That's what I thought he was
get
going
it.
with.
It's the Bieber song.
No, it is the Bieber song. I don't know, man. Like, I think it's a. I don't know, man. I don't want to. Like, if you could have the Chainsmokers there, but see, like the Chainsmokers, I got that because that was them trying to say, hey, this is more for like the youth, right? Because let's be honest, anybody over 40, 50 years old doesn't know who the Chainsmokers are.
Yeah.
So like they kind of made it more of, all right, let's get the kids involved. This one just seems like, hey, man, let's bring back some of that nostalgia and let's change it up from just having an acoustic guitar and some country twang. And I like it. Now, whether it will go over well, because if we're going like Luda and we're going to like, he's got an area codes and stuff like that, I'm not sure how that's going to go over lyrically, but I'm all for it.
Yeah, that's a good question too.
Hey, because half the songs
are
going to have to be bleeped out, I feel like. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if you have to do that these days. I
Cool.
don't know if that's as big of a hurdle. I don't. Now, listen, within reason, but I just don't feel like that's a hurdle anymore. I mean, everybody hears everything. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, you can watch Pat McAfee show in the afternoon at recess at school and listen to it. I mean,
it's a good point. Yeah.
So
yeah.
and that's been okay. Like that, people aren't like protesting against it.
True.
So I just don't know if that. I feel like we get stuck a little bit in that, and I don't know if that's really a turnoff anymore for people. I mean, there are just some people who just did not like swearing at all. I'm sure there are some people that exist like that, but I think it's become so commonplace and you hear it that I don't think it's I don't think that's the reason people would be up in arms. I don't really think anybody's going to be up in arms. You either go if you like it, or if you don't. I'm just interested in what is going to be the like, what's the intention of this?
What's the intention of this?
Yeah, like if you're the players,
it's
what's
a party.
The intention of this?
I think it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a party. It's going to be like an event, right? Like you can bring, I don't know. One year there was like Kelsey Ballerini, right? And like you can do that and be like, okay, cool, it's country, we can all show up. But like this to me is more of an event. Like this is like almost like a festival where it's like, we're going to have a great time. We're going to throw back some drinks and we're just going to dance and we're going to have fun. And that to me, because like, see, this it's not for like the diehard golf fan, I feel
Absolutely.
like. This is for more of like the golf casual like myself.
Yeah.
Who, I'll be honest, okay.
Wow, just called himself a golf casual. We've taken a step up.
I mean, I guess
Congratulations.
I say that very loosely.
Well,
but like,
for the record, the country artists this night, the Military Appreciation Night, was always for, at best, the golf casual.
Of course.
You had a bunch of 15 to 25-year-olds going to see Riley Green.
Heck yeah.
That's what you had. Like, they weren't coming to watch Rory McIlroy on Thursday. But the idea was to get more people that wouldn't be the golf diehard that's already coming to the players. Turned on to the party, the venue, the idea of it. And so I would say, in that sense, this is very similar.
It was Cole Swindell in 2024. Last year was Jordan Davis.
The football player?
No, he's like heavy, like makes his money on the high school and college like girls, like makes like love songs.
Apparently he does, huh? Because I've never heard of him.
2023 was Riley Green. That one was teed.
Is that a guy?
That was teed. He loves Riley Green.
Okay, is that a female or
Ballerini in 2022?
Your love affair with Riley Green's unhealthy, by the way.
Is Riley Green a female or a male? Just being
it's
honest.
a dude.
Male.
Okay.
And that's why
any songs that I know? Probably not, right?
Probably. There's at
Ludacris
least
was at UNF in the early 2000s. There you go. Who came to your school? What concert?
Nappy Roots. You've never heard of him. Talking about who came to Murray State?
Yeah.
Nappy Roots performed in our cafeteria at Murray State.
Pete Davidson bombed at UCF the first week that I was there.
I have
Bombed.
Oh, you guys know it. Saturday Night Live.
Michael Che.
No,
I mean,
passed away.
Oh,
McDonald.
Norm Macdonald?
Norm Macdonald.
Oh, dude, he's like the comedian's comedian.
He's the best poker analyst of all time.
Awful that night at Ashland
But
University.
see, okay.
So bad. And because, again, I mean, obviously that was a big deal. Also, I had Carrot Top at Ashland University.
Oh, yikes.
I had
Prop
16
comedy,
Carrot
huh?
Top, by the way, like at a shrimp game. It was great.
Never heard of him.
You ever heard of Carrot Top?
I don't know what you're talking about. Carrot Top.
Dude's Google.
Who is this freak?
He's jacked up now, man. He's
He
on
is,
those roids.
isn't he?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think maybe I didn't see him at
Hamby,
Shrimp. It was down at spring training, I think.
Hamby,
somewhere.
he's a prop comic. Live a
He
little
was big
bit,
in
you
the
know?
late 90s. So that
Well,
was
I mean,
a big
how do you
deal.
not know who Carrot Top is?
But Carrot Top was a really good get for Ashland University. I'm not kidding.
Well, was he
so
good,
was
though?
Norm Macdonald.
Was he good?
Carrot Top was way better
Okay.
than Norm Macdonald.
Norm Macdonald's
I
not
love
for
Norm.
everybody, though. Like,
Yeah.
his comedy. Like,
and it might,
I
that
love
might have
Norm
been
Macdonald.
me, too. That
man.
might have been.
Yeah.
But I wasn't the only one that said that. Maybe it was our Ashland crowd. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, dude. Norm's like my dude because for instance, there was a roast. I forgot who it was. It might have been who was it? It was an old school Comedy Central roast. It was Bob Saget,
Oh, yeah.
and Norm Macdonald essentially roasted the roast, where all his jokes were like the dumbest, like kind of over your head kind of thing, and like only like the diehard comics got it, and everybody else was just like, hey, is Norm Macdonald okay?
Yeah.
But like he was making fun of the whole spectacle. So like instead of like, you know, being really mean, he would just have like these dumb jokes, just like these dad jokes,
Yeah.
basically. And yeah, like Norm's always been kind of the off the wall
Yeah,
cat,
he's
but like I
always
appreciate
super
it.
dry as well.
Yeah,
but,
man.
But,
'Cause, like,
but you're a big comedy guy. So you big Norm Macdonald fan?
I love Norm Macdonald because I love people that are outside the box
Yeah.
that kind of like, you know, disrupt what it means to be a comedian.
Yeah.
And that's Norm.
Oh, by the way, he's super well respected. I mean, he's huge.
yeah,
was
I mean,
huge.
every
And
big comedian is a Norm
I just
Macdonald
always
fan.
found that really interesting. Like everybody always rave him. It's kind of like what I say about Ernie Els. Ernie Els in golf. They say he's the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah,
My one
yeah.
experience with Ernie Els would not tell you he was the nicest guy in the world. I just brought that up the other day. So it's always funny to me, but like my experience with Norm Macdonald was it was terrible.
Yeah,
He,
yeah,
was,
yeah.
he knew he was doing a show in Ashland, Ohio, and really just like walked in and did a show. But it wasn't that great. But that was my experience. But everybody else would be like, he's the best.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just found that pretty interesting. So, well, there you go. Ludacris to the Players' Championship. But you were right. He did have a cameo or an appearance with in Usher's halftime.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like what, last year?
I thought it was recent. I don't know if it was last
It
year.
was last
Last
year.
year,
No,
didn't
Usher
they
was
have
a
like?
couple years
Didn't they have
ago.
like a bunch of different artists?
Oh, last year was Lamar, Kendrick.
Kendrick.
yeah, but they had like.
Bum,
Didn't
bum,
they have
bum.
everybody? Or was that 2 years?
That
ago?
was 2 years ago. That was when it was in L.A.
Oh,
that
okay.
that was
They
with
were, like, on the-
Snoop.
Eminem.
Oh,
that's
all
that's
of
50 Cent.
Okay, that was 2
I
years.
think, right? I think Kendrick was there too. That might have been a couple more years ago.
What was the? I just looked this up. I wonder if I was at the Usher Ludacris one. Where? Come on, where are you? I can't find it.
I mean, it would have made well if you're at Atlanta. It might have been the Atlanta one. That makes a lot of sense.
yeah, that could have been.
We pumped for Bad Bunny.
Oh,
Bad
Super Bowl. What year are we at here? 58.
L.I.
No, so I wouldn't have been at that. That was recent. It was just a few years ago. That would have been just a couple years ago. Maybe that's what. Maybe he was part of that whole group.
Could have been.
Because again, they had I think there were like 12 different artists that made a cameo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Will
yeah.
I
And
Am
some
was
like
in
I
there.
didn't even know who they were.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
remember doing the show after like.
Will I Am, Lil Jon, and him. That was 24
Oh.
with Usher.
Will I? Okay.
So there you go. Coming to the Players that just got announced.
What's the reaction been like on social media? I mean, like, you know, they
I
announce
haven't-
it.
I don't know.
Okay.
What's our reaction on the chat? Everybody like it?
Everybody's in
Oh,
so far.
I feel like the chat's down. But I don't know if the chat's.
I love it. I love the pivot. I really do. I don't. I'm not telling you like I'm going to be all
Brent,
jacked up.
come
for
on,
it.
man. Let's throw some bows, Brent.
Yeah, but I really didn't go. I haven't been super jacked up about a lot of them.
Sure.
We had Combs back in the day.
Yeah, like you'd have to get somebody pretty good. Like to be honest, for me, you got to get like Now I'm to a point for me to get excited. You got to get like Zach Brown Band or Eric Church there from a country standpoint.
Ooh,
That'd be
little
awesome.
Eric
You know,
Church
and
now.
those guys, you're not getting there. I don't think Zach Brown Band did something early on. He's got connections to Jacksonville. He's done Daly's Place a lot, but I don't think they're. But the Riley Greens, like they don't do anything for me. I'll listen to them on the radio, but I'm not like I gotta go.
Yeah.
We usually do a show from there. We're usually at the clubhouse while it's going on,
Uh-huh.
doing the show in the past. But hey,
At
that's
least it's
cool.
not Sam Hunt.
But Sam Hunt, like
He's a brutal listen.
he's a
Who's Sam Hunt?
he
was
He's
2016
another.
or
Now at the
2017.
time when he came,
He was big.
that was huge because he had just hit it big. He had done the Clay County Fair, by the way, like a year or two earlier. Maybe it was 2 years earlier.
Yeah.
And he was just making his way through. And then, a lot of these guys, they had Hootie there. I'm pretty sure Hootie did it.
Or was it Darius or?
Yeah, it was Darius.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, I mean, hey, who did the blowfish?
That's
Come
why I
on,
go by
man.
as Hootie.
I got you. Okay.
But the reason why I say that is a lot of these folks almost ask, I don't know about ask to do it, but they want to do it because they think TPC Sawgrass and the Players Championship is cool
Yeah.
because they're golf fans.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you about Ludacris. I was like, was that part of the thing where
Yeah.
maybe he's involved in some way, shape, or form? And I know, like, you're from a stereotypical way, you'd say no. But there are a lot of, I think there are a lot of people now involved in golf that you stereotypically would guess they're not.
True. Yeah.
So I don't know if he's got it.
I mean, I've never seen him play like in a pro-am or anything, but
Yeah,
who knows? Like,
Like he didn't play it. Yeah, he hadn't played it like the Lake Tahoe thing.
Yeah.
or something.
hey, shout out to all the Ponte Vedra Cougars out there, gonna have some fun, man.
Oh boy.
I'm excited for everybody going to that thing. It's gonna be a good time.
I was hoping Brent would say Ursher. Listen, I'm not that bad.
Yeah.
I can be that bad, but I'm not that bad. All right. Hey, let's get back to some football. What about Udinski and Campanile? Campanile now a third interview. Udinski, Buffalo, obviously the Browns. I kind of was under the impression that, all right, Jags going to be fine. Now I've almost shifted, and I think the Jags might have to replace a coordinator. Where's your thought on it before we hit a break, and we'll talk a little bit more about it?
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many candidates out there,
And the candidate pool with Udinski especially, who he's up against, is not sexy.
No, it doesn't knock your socks off whatsoever. I mean, I've said this before. I would be surprised if it's going to be Grant Udinski over Coach Camp, just because I felt like, the defensive coordinator, the culture changer and everything, especially a guy who hasn't called the plays yet. But I bet, I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of the coordinators. And you know what? And, like, that's what happens when you have a great team. Now, we went on this, I think, yesterday, Hamby, or 2 days ago, where I'm like, can we just have can we just have one season?
Well, I honestly think that's what Liam Cohen's probably saying behind closed doors.
How can you not be?
It's like, really?
Yeah.
Like it's the catch. But I don't think he wants to lose anybody. I really don't. And I get that. I think you want continuity to build your offense, to build, a year two of this. I think that's important. And by the way, year two usually spikes for a lot of coaches, and it's hard to spike off what they just did.
Yeah.
But maybe from a playoff standpoint, it does. Maybe from an evolve Trevor Lawrence even more and get him really cooking going into the back half of this decade. So, Delphonic kind of says it, the Liam Coen tree, which I'm going to show. Maybe Hamby can get this when we come back from break. The Liam Coen tree could be starting, but it's really the McVay tree. McVay, who turns 40 years old this week, and everybody wants a piece of the apple that's fallen from that tree.
Yeah.
So you just said something that I don't really connect with. You feel like Campanile and the culture and the relational stuff and the experience, quite frankly. I don't feel like he's the favorite. Of the two that would go, I feel like Udinski is the guy.
Okay.
Because of the McVay stuff to me is so – I think that's what people want to take a chance on. They want to take a chance on the young hotshot guy that what if it works? What if he's the next McVay? What if he's kind of the next Cohen right now, even though Cohen obviously was a decade older than both McVay and Udinski? And I think that's what people want to take. I feel like they think the Campaniles will be around. There's not a lot of the Udinskis, is my guess. But that's just, again, this is just an outside view. And it's not with any disrespect to Campanile. I think he was fantastic, and I get it.
Yeah.
But I just, and maybe we're seeing a cycle, I guess, on the other side of it, or we're seeing a cycle that cares more about culture.
Well, yeah, and I get the whole tree thing, but then like you could also get a Zach Taylor, Brandon Staley. Like,
well, I don't think Zach Taylor is a great example there.
Well, no, this is what I'm saying. Like, I get, like, okay, it's the whole coaching tree of, you're coming under Liam Coen, who came under essentially McVay, and I get McVay's coaching tree, like, he's the who's who, but, like, it's not 100% though either.
Absolutely.
That was my point.
Never going to be. Yeah, I get what you're saying. We'll take a break. Come back and talk a little bit more about that. The principles of McVay. I saw this tweet. I don't know if anybody else saw it. And it's fascinating to me because it sounds like Coat, right? I mean, one thing that we have thought about this regime is that they were unafraid to say, we're doing things like the Rams. Mm-hmm. And I think that really worked. Now can you sustain it? Because one of the impressive things going on for McVay is where they've been able to do this now with Les Snead and him for about a decade. And he also doesn't strike me as the guy that's going to do it for 3 decades. Like, I don't see Sean McVay coaching when he's 60. I don't know if you guys do, but I don't. So, but they have hit it at the right time. I have often said here in Jacksonville, the Jacks have tried to chase the next best thing in years past, and it was like they were late to the party. Legion of Boom, Seattle stuff. They tried it a couple times, really, and it felt like they were on the back end of that where it was fading out. With Gus, maybe, but also even Urban Meyer tried to duplicate the Seattle way like 8 years later. Now, listen, the Seattle thing doesn't look so bad right now either. But this one feels like they're on the forefront. They got the hot young coach. They got the offense. They've got shifts and motions and all this stuff that is really working in real time. And I think that's what we saw this year. More on the coaching front when we come back.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, we have what you need.
Get a Moto Guzzi Stone Corsa for just $235 a month, or a Triumph Trident for as low as $207 a month, or the popular Honda Rebel 1100 DCT starting at a low $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from all of our great brands, only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
We've been telling you about the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network for over a year now. How to find it, what to see. Simply put, it's TV online. Local sports content all day, every day, just like this.
Did you always want to make history? Like, think that big, or just say, hey, I want to play in the NFL?
I always say I wanted to play in the NFL.
Cuts it back to her left side, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, my goodness.
What a pass. Say he doesn't make a tackle. You still feel like his presence is felt in every single play.
I did have a sense that they wanted to be bold, that they wanted to make a splash.
It's content you won't find on TV. Find it on actionsportsjacks.com and just sit back and watch local sports all day on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
What's been going on?
We're both dealing with a lot of guilt right now.
Can't sleep, can't eat.
eating.
See that brand new Hyundai Santa Fe? We only paid $4 for it.
Looks like we're out of time. Breathing exercises. Inhale, exhale.
Enjoy the new car.
Okay, thanks.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get a Hyundai Santa Fe with 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Or get $3,500 bonus cash. Hurry in.
What a throw! Touchdown!
Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game.
We showed no mercy. Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown!
Duval! ETN is going to take it all the way.
Right here on CBS 47. CBS 47.
Right here.
Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
You have the opportunity to explore what you might want to do with your life.
There's so many opportunities here that it can spark interest that you didn't even know you had.
Baker Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University. Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School. Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School. Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Oh, we've been out there. See if that goalie's better than me. Austin still has nightmares about the goalie.
Oh, yeah, man. Haven't slept right since.
Absolutely. Jacksonville Icemen out there at practice at the Igloo, and they will be at the arena tomorrow and Friday night as the Lizard Kings this weekend. So make sure they're back home. See some hockey. Good time of year for that, obviously.
Reptilian Pavilion.
Reptilian Pavilion. Very good.
I like that.
So the old Lizard King fans will remember, and this is always a fun one to pay tribute to that hockey team in Jacksonville. And now this hockey team, the Jacksonville Icemen, got to get going a little bit. They've been inconsistent in their play, and now it feels like things really start to ramp up at this stretch of the season. So a live look over there at the Jacksonville Icemen. Practice again tomorrow and Saturday, home at the arena. And I got to double check, but I think even Sunday in the afternoon as well. Stuart Weber will join us from over there at the Igloo in just a couple of moments. Brent Martineau along with Austen Lane, Jason Hamby. This just in from the Jags. I mean, Jags getting a lot of accolades and nods here this morning. If you missed it, it was Liam Coen, finalist for Coach of the Year. It was Trevor Lawrence, finalist for Comeback Player of the Year, and most importantly, in my opinion, MVP finalist. Mm-hmm. For the first time ever, a Jags have a finalist. Now, that's a little bit of a caveat. This hasn't always been done like this. But you really start to think about, and maybe Fred, and maybe Mark Brunell, maybe Jimmy Smith would have been in that kind of conversation. You'd have to go back and compare years, and I don't have that in front of me. We said maybe Maurice Jones-Drew. But the reality is we think like Trevor might be third in this vote. It's going to come down to Stafford and Drake May. Mm-hmm. But after that, he might be the MVP and of the rest of them. So I think that's a pretty big deal. Actually, a very big deal to say you can flaunt one of the best players in the league in a certain year. It's specifically at that position because we know what that means. And then the same year you can say, hey, we feel like we got one of the best coaches. That's a great deal. Now, you know how I feel about it. I think coach and quarterback, you got that, you got a chance. And I think history in the NFL certainly shows that. Well, on top of it, Devin Lloyd was just named to the Pro Bowl. He was, in some goofy way, just an alternate. He replaces T.J. Watt.
Yeah. Dude makes all pro but doesn't make the Pro Bowl,
and
legitimately.
That will tell you about the Pro Bowl, which hopefully I think we all know that. I think a lot of people now know that. But Devin Lloyd, it is good to see him honored because it was a sensational year, and I think he's about to make a lot of money, but probably for somebody else. That's my opinion.
Yeah, more than likely, unless they choose to franchise tag him. But it's well earned for Devin Lloyd. You know, I mean, he should have been a Pro Bowler from the get-go. He's not in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, is he?
I don't think
not
so.
even like the finalist.
I think he was for like half the year. And
yeah,
then
I mean,
I think Myles Garrett.
Well, but of course, but like I'm saying, just even in the conversation of finalists.
I haven't seen him in a long time. He was for a while.
Yeah,
he was like in the conversation. I think that's a little bit due to the position, right? It's hard to do that. Who else is up for? I don't know who else is up for that, but it feels like Myles Garrett, because of the sack record, is going to win that.
Yeah.
But even there defensively, a lot of those guys that normally would be in T.J. Watts of the world, Micah Parsons. Oh, maybe Parsons might actually be up for it, even though he went out late in the season.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like outside of Garrett, anybody had these monster seasons. Trey Hendrickson, who I think the previous couple of years had like 17 sacks each season, obviously didn't play much. Even Josh, who had a 17.5 sack season. I mean, we didn't get a lot of that. Now, Bonito, I think, had 14 sacks, so he might be in there.
So we got for Defensive Player of the Year, by the way, presented by TCL, in case you're wondering.
Oh.
Will Anderson Jr., Nick Bonito, Myles Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson, Micah Parsons. So, sorry, interceptions don't really mean anything.
Yeah.
Trying to get those quarterback sacks.
It's all about the pass rush with those guys. So, and honestly, I don't know what Hutchinson finished with, but I don't. Did you say Benito's in there?
Yep.
Okay. So those guys were 14, but that will tell you the story. I mean, again, if you get 14 sacks, it's like, that's a big number. So to do what Garrett did is really impressive because of the gap between him and probably everybody else. All right, let's get to, before we go, do we want to go to Stuart now? You got him now, so we don't keep him waiting?
Yep.
And then we'll get into the coordinators a little bit more, and who also the Sean McVay tree, which I had a thought or two on. I want to show you this. But look at Weber. Dressed to impress.
Stuart.
There you go.
I try. I do what I can, guys.
Looking good. Throw on some skates, man.
I would be nowhere as good as the two of you guys were in that promo that we aired. Well, at least Austen. I mean, that was actual good work on the ice as opposed to the stand-in Martineau in goal. But you know,
special effects.
I could skate a little bit, but yeah, special effects. I could skate a little bit, but I'm good. I'm good on this side of the boards. Let's go with that.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. How's the energy out there? These guys, I don't think they've played as well as they want to play this season.
Yeah, they haven't. I was just talking with Alex Reed, who does a lot of the broadcasts for the Icemen, and look, I mean, they will tell you they haven't played as well as they would have wanted to this last little stretch. But the good part is that there's a large portion of the season still to kind of get it going, to turn things around, and to really set yourself up for the time that matters the most, which is the postseason. Teams coming off a 5-game road trip and getting ready for some home games in a row here, including Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as you mentioned. Of course, Friday and Saturday, exciting because it's the throwback weekend. It's always exciting every time they get to wear the special jerseys. In fact, I have a model here, a prop.
You are going to model this, I wondered.
Oh, nice.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, those look okay. I mean,
look at that.
Those are legit. I like the colors.
They look good.
Right. Can you toss me that? So we got upcoming this week. It's the Lizard Kings, which is of course the old moniker, the old throwback name, which I absolutely love. And look, in the past few years, they've done a different design every single year, which is really cool. They've done this one with the white. Now they're doing it with the black, and like this is the original home logo, the original logo that they used back with the Lizard Kings. They've done some some offshoots, some kind of Lizard King inspired jerseys. These are the real deal. These are the ones that they wore back in the day, which is just awesome. That they'll be rocking these bad boys on Friday and Saturday, which is pretty cool. So yeah, of course you can still keep your Iceman there on the side.
There we go. They find that in. They got to the shoulder patch.
You got to throw that in there.
I think they might sell.
The patch.
They might sell some stuff in the pro shop inside the Igloo there that still have Lizard Kings on it. That's how popular that jersey is.
I'll go make a trip and see.
I'm pretty sure they do. What number are you wearing anyway? You got Fox 30 number on or what? Or 3?
Number 3.
Number 3, man. I like it.
Why did you go with 3?
NASCAR guy. 3's always been my number. Dale Earnhardt guy growing up. So I've always worn 3 when I can in sports. I like the 3. I decided we already had a 30 and a 47, I think, in our group. So I decided to go with my own number for the 3.
I don't know,
which is pretty good.
3 hockey player?
3 hockey player? I mean, there's some out there. I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Doesn't seem like a popular number.
Baseball,
in
you
hockey.
go Babe Ruth.
I know that. Yeah.
Dale Murphy.
It was really nasty. Murph. It was really NASCAR inspired. I won't lie about that.
Well, that's okay. I get it.
Do we know, in terms of the name, the Lizard Kings? Like, is that like what is the name? I mean, I get the lizard part, but like, was the Kings moniker because like did they represent the LA Kings for a while, or how did they get on the Lizard Kings?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know the origin of the Lizard Kings.
I do know that the lizard's wearing a crown, which makes him a king.
Sure. Yeah.
Alex, do you know if they were ever affiliated with the Kings? We don't believe so.
Okay.
But we do have a lot of lizards in Northeast Florida.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Local mascot makes sense. It kind of looks like a green anole, perhaps. I'm not sure exactly what kind of lizard we're talking about here, but yeah, I like it. You got some palm trees in the back. I've always liked it because it's just so unique and different as far as mascots go. And we got Jumbo Shrimp right across the street over at the baseball grounds of Jacksonville, and Crustacean Nation, and now Reptilian Pavilion. I love the rhyming. I do enjoy it quite a bit.
Hey, Weber, this is good for your resume for Home Shopping Network.
Not bad, for real.
Please.
QVC, here we come. Yeah.
Hey, if this sports thing doesn't work out, is QVC still a thing? Is the Home Shopping Network? Do they still do that?
A thing.
I mean, I think if old people are still a thing, I feel like QVC is probably still a thing. I mean, tell me I'm wrong, Brent. Come on.
You might not be wrong there. You might not be wrong.
And hit
there,
the QR code. We should put that. Just for Armor Guard exteriors.
So Friday
at
and
least.
Saturday night, Lizard Kings, and then Sunday afternoon they'll be back in the Icemen homes, back in their normal attire, and then I believe they do the jersey auctions as well. Is that after the Saturday game? So after the Saturday game, the fans that love the player worn Lizard Kings jerseys can go and bid and win their very own Lizard Kings jersey that was worn over the weekend by the players. I'm assuming they wash them. They wash them for the fans. They don't wash them?
No, man.
And throw it to them?
Gotta have that.
Right,
you gotta have that scent. That's what you pay for.
Wash them yourself. Wash them
Pay
yourself.
for the scent. No.
10% discount.
They do have to wash them themselves. Okay. I feel like the NFL jerseys that are game worn, they half wash it or something, so you keep like the dirt marks on there. I don't know if you get a chunk of ice with every jersey, but I guess they throw them right off the back and right to the person who wins.
I would pay a lot of money right now to have somebody get checked into the board right behind you and scare the crap out of you. But it's practice. We're not going to get that.
It is practice. You're not going to get a check, and I do see behind me a little bit in the monitor behind you, so that's helpful at least a little bit. I'm not too worried about it. I feel like somebody would give me a heads up if they were coming this way.
All right,
yeah, Liv would save me. Okay.
Stuart,
yeah, okay.
Stuart, do we have word with Liv? Is she a good skater or not? I feel like being a gymnast, could translate a little bit.
Liv, are you a good skater at all? Are you? Yeah,
I'm not
you
a gymnast,
skate a little
but
bit. Okay, she says she could.
Kind of cocky with it, Brent.
That was a little cocky.
Little cocky. That was cheerleading.
Cheerleading balance is what she's saying. I don't know. Did you grow up skating in what do they call it? The place in West Palm Beach that is now it's owned by the Jehovah's Witnesses. That dome by the mall. No, I don't know. We're from the same hometown, so I'm trying to figure out where she skated as a kid, if she did or not.
Yeah,
I didn't know Jehovah's Witnesses are skating.
You guys go figure that out.
No, I think they got rid of the ice, but there used to be an ice rink inside this arena. It's actually right next to where the Atlanta Braves used to have spring training. That baseball field is now a Home Depot, and the ice rink is now owned by the Jehovah's Witnesses in West Palm Beach. I don't know. Just some West Palm lore for you there.
There you go. Thanks
Appreciate you, man.
When we drive by, now we'll have some historical reference.
Stuart, I have one question quick, if you can answer it. I don't know if you can or not. So I've seen a lot of different colored jerseys behind you. I see reds, I see greens, I saw there's a gold.
Like brown or gold.
Brown, yeah. I mean, is that just different lines, or what are we talking about here with that?
That's a good question. Different colored jerseys for different lines. would you say?
Yeah, different lines. The D are usually wearing the dark jerseys.
Okay.
Forwards usually the white, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Power play and penalty kill, they usually change it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Like power plays and penalty kills, but
Yeah.
dark blue for some defense. Looks like whites looks like forwards here. You know,
Okay.
Different positions, different lines. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like shirts and skins.
Gotcha. All right. Noted.
But you don't
Nicely
do that
done, Brett.
in the hockey.
All right,
Little chilly.
Weber, appreciate it. Thanks for checking in. And, hey, by the way, a little shameless plug for the Igloo. If you want to skate, you can go skate. Public
Okay.
skating there, 2 sheets of ice. So go check it out. And obviously a lot of youth hockey. And we see figure skating over there as well going on. So cool opportunity here in Jacksonville for people that want to either get into that or continue that, especially for the folks that moved down from the north that are used to that. What you got, Weber?
One more note for Friday night. Tom Coughlin is going into the Bobblehead Hall of Fame and will be dropping the puck. Former head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Tom Coughlin, will be in attendance on Friday night for Lizard Kings, and it makes sense, right? It's a throwback kind of weekend. You bring back the throwback coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Very good. I like it. Big weekend ahead for the Jacksonville Icemen. Thanks, Weber.
You got it, guys.
All right, JacksonvilleIcemen.com, by the way, to get more on that. And the Lizard Kings are home, Icemen, 7 o'clock against Savannah. And then also home again tomorrow night, that is, at 7. And then Saturday. And then a 3 o'clock in the afternoon game, back to the Jacksonville Icemen for that one at 3 o'clock on Sunday.
Awesome.
Then they'll hit the road for a little bit. But next Saturday is Star Wars night. So we've got some big events coming up. That game next Saturday will be on MyTV Jacks as well. So good stuff with the Jacksonville Icemen. What were you saying, Hamby?
The Lizard King name originates from the Doors singer Jim Morrison, who adopted the title, famously stating, "I am the Lizard King, I can do anything," in his poem Celebration of the Lizard.
I'm going to need 2 of those right now then.
How about that? You like that?
If we're talking about
Because
the
you
Doors,
wear the Doors
I wear
shirt.
the Doors shirt, man. There's
often.
the knowns, there's the unknowns, and then there's the Doors. Come on now. Wow. So they were named after a...
Well, I don't know if the hockey team was, but when I mean...
You just typed in Lizard King, and that's what came up, huh?
I said, where does the Lizard
Brent,
King name come from? And that's what it gave me. So was I supposed to read it or not, considering you're a Doors fan?
No, you weren't. Because
Okay.
I thought you meant, like, where did the Jacksonville Lizard King's name come from?
Between this and his love affair with Riley Green.
I mean, Brent, you know...
Golly, I don't freaking...
Well, Hamby, you made it sound like
you made
it was
it
the
sound like
Jacksonville...
you had looked up the origin of the Jacksonville
like,
Lizard
maybe
Kings.
the Doors came, to Jacksonville. They played a concert. The owner
drummers
was
from
so
here or something,
whatever.
and all of a
man.
sudden we just learned that. Whatever.
It's like...
It's unbelievable.
It's like, hey, where'd the Jaguars come from? What? It was a car.
It was an animal.
How about this team, though, How about the team that we're talking about, not just broad generalities with you?
That's crap, and you know it.
I'm in the wrong, Brent. You hearing this?
No, we both, and everybody here listening thought he was saying one thing, and he said just the other.
Yeah.
And you were on it. You were going to buy jerseys.
Yeah. Oh, Doors? Cool. Say no more.
He should have just lied.
Should have just lied to me. Nice job, Hamby. Put it in the Jason Hamby Hall of Fame. That one's going in the blooper reel.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Man.
All right. Hey, before we get to Paul Dozier's going to join us in a bit, we go fishing as well. Hockey, fishing. We got it all. We went ludicrous. We're going Players Championship. What else can we fit in? I saw this yesterday, and I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. What a way to kind of just mission statement what McVay is all about.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really read, I'm not going to read it off for you, but if you want to read it, you can see some of the things that it felt like we heard over the year with Liam Coen. And again, I said this earlier, the Jags have been unafraid to say, hey, we're doing what the Rams have done, essentially with their actions and almost their words at times. And I think we saw a lot of this on display, right? These motions and shifts. And that's where we think we'll see even more of an evolution of this offense here in Jacksonville, because they pulled some of that back halfway through the year. We think maybe they'll put even more of that. What I really think is a cool one on this is the number 3, QB as co-coordinator. Because we just talk about Trevor as like MVP candidate. The one thing that you heard all season long, whether you didn't think he was playing, not you, anybody didn't think he was playing to his potential, and certainly there was at times from a consistency standpoint, what we continued to hear inside the building is his ownership of the offense was very good. Like, what he did at the line of scrimmage was very good. Like, I don't think they pulled stuff back necessarily because of Trevor. I think it was more getting everybody else on the same page, and then maybe making them play faster and think a little less. Certainly could have been, and it helped them in the wristband. That goes into it. But the bottom line is, I have so many visions in my mind this year of Trevor at the line of scrimmage directing traffic, and I thought way more than he had previously done in his career, in part because this offense asks you to do it.
True.
So I think you should really feel good as a Jags fan about that part of year two, is that he's got command of this offense, and that's what the McVay tree wants. That's what Liam Coen wants. He wants him to be able to dissect that. There was a time or two on the podium where I remember Coen, I think it was in December, say, I didn't even call that play.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? Like, because he saw a different look or whatever. He's like, that wasn't even the original call. And he got to something else. I think those little things will really pay off big time. And I think they started to at the end of this past year. But I think they'll even do that more going forward.
Hamby, can you make this bigger one more time, please? I want to highlight something, too, that I saw. All right, so we're all in agreement that the Jaguars played their worst game against the Rams, yeah, on defense?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and now that team obviously was a lot different from that game in London going forward for the rest of the season. But I go to number 5, offense built from defense backward, attack their rules and weaknesses. All right, so if you remember how that Rams game shook out, where did the Rams attack them? They attacked linebackers and they attacked safeties, right, with the tight ends and everything. I mean, do you think that kind of speaks volumes, too, in terms of, I mean, they didn't, and the Rams can run the football, but they didn't want any pieces, it seemed like, of Devon Hamilton and Eric Armstead and company. So, like, is that kind of telling, too, where, I get we're talking about, in the draft, defensive tackles and everything. Well, McVay, with his own principles, showcased we didn't really mind their safeties and their linebackers we weren't really afraid of either.
Yeah, that's a good call. I like – this goes really, to me, it lends back a little bit to what we just experienced with the Bills game. And I really believe I think they were very convicted in their game plan. I think they were convicted in what they did. But I also think they were in a little bit of a pickle. And we talked about it all week going into that Buffalo game. Mm-hmm. Do you put it in your quarterback's hands in the biggest game of the year because, well, he's an MVP finalist?
Yeah.
Or do you put it in your running back's hands like you did against the Chargers because that's their weakness? I honestly think the Jags had a little bit of a tussle with that in terms of Liam and the game plan and everybody else, and I can see why. They think it was fine. I don't think they're losing a lot of sleep over it, but I think we all believe they could have run the ball more in the first half. I thought it would look a little bit more like the Chargers game. It's hard to complain, and I think what we came out of that game with, hard to complain with the second half. They had 3 possessions, and they scored 17 points, 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Well, 4, actually. The last one was an interception, but up until that point where they got the ball back, which you knew they were going to throw. So it's hard to complain about what they did. Yardage-wise, put themselves in position, but I think you go back to that.
Though.
The time of possession was off, and they've been very good in that category all year. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what we go back to in second guess. There are more instances where you second guess could have run more here. And I say, like, after the what set up the 4th and 2 decision, on those 4 previous 3 downs, they actually dropped back and passed the ball, even though they had run like 25 yards to get into that position. And that's where I would say, like, man, keep pounding it. Get to the Chargers game. But I also think that's easier said in hindsight because it didn't work as well. But I think that was a real wrestling match to go off what you're just saying. How do you balance attacking somebody's weakness with also playing to your strength? Mm-hmm. And I'm sure McVay struggled with it at times.
Sure. Yeah.
Because he's got a really good quarterback.
Exactly.
And he's also got a pretty decent running game. That's a great point because I remember coming out of that London game and I was stunned. They put the ball in his hands. What did it showed me about the pass? That's how people wanted to attack the Jags. Mm-hmm. Is in their secondary. Mm-hmm. Even though they had got their hands on a lot of footballs and they had turned the people over, this is still the way to attack them. There was respect for the run game. In fact, if you really go back to that post game, maybe I think the Monday presser. on a Zoom call from Coen. I believe he said, I talked to McVay earlier today or last night, and he was very complimentary about like our front and other things. So, again, intentional avoidance for McVay in that situation. Yeah, that game was – I don't know how much that game, Austin, changed them from a defensive standpoint after that, because they did start to mix things up after the bye week. Maybe that was just timing.
I think it was timing, but I think that they changed a lot more since that Houston game on defense.
After the Houston game. Yeah. All right, take a break. McVay certainly having an impact, I think, here in Jacksonville. There's no doubt. And that is not a bad thing, folks, because he's really good. Do you think he's the best right now?
Sean McVay's the best coach?
Yeah.
In terms of like what, winning the award? Like, what do you mean?
No, I don't care about Coach of the Year.
Okay.
If you could start with a coach,
it's either him or Shanahan.
Yeah, you put them in the same breath.
Yep. Because I think it's impressive what Shanahan's done with the laundry list of injuries on offense, and he still seemed to do a pretty good job.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would take those two because to me they're also proven, right? Like, yeah, Mike McDonald's the hot name, got it. Ben Johnson, okay, whatever. Liam Coen, sure, but like in terms of consistency year in and year out, you pretty much know what you're getting with Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay.
The one thing I would suggest, and I don't know, we don't know this because we're not inside, but I would suggest that they're both really good offensive minds, right? They get a lot out of their talent and everything else, and they win. But it feels like McVay, culture-wise, is better. I mean, even look at what's going on with Ayuk and stuff like that. Like, I don't know if that's an Ayuk problem. I don't know if that's a San Fran problem. I don't know if that's a Shanahan problem. Yeah. But it feels like the Rams are a hell of an organization to play for right now. And so they got that element. And that's obviously goes to Snead as well. So good stuff happening out there in L.A. We got a little piece of it right here in Jacksonville. We'll be right back. Brent and Austin Show. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway, or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around, and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now, the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar. Grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
there. It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jags Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jags Beach on Penman Road.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Coach of the year. Are we going? I mean, who's the favorite here? Hamby. You like Vrabel?
I mean, I guess.
McDonald?
Well, I can't ever remember. Does this one really incorporate who goes like the furthest?
No.
In the
so the
regular
votes,
season only?
The votes were turned in, I want to say, before the playoffs even started. Yeah, so that's a great point in itself.
Okay.
Which, does that make a lot of sense, though? Right, because it's almost like the Heisman stuff, right? Like you almost want to see these guys play out the full season to see exactly who finishes where.
I mean, dudes are having great regular seasons and then getting fired for what they do in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
So
like,
I feel like it's got to be incorporated.
Wouldn't you want to see it through to be like, okay, well, who's going to the Super Bowl? Odds are a coach who can go to the Super Bowl probably will be Coach of the Year, you know? So it is a little crazy when they vote on it and everything. But knowing what we know then, is Vrabel the favorite still? I haven't seen the odds. Okay. Brent, Vrabel the favorite, you think?
Well, that's a really hard call.
I can just use the Google button. Don't worry.
Could be any of them.
Yeah, that's a really hard call. I think
Coen won't win it because it's Jacksonville.
Yeah, he won't. It's a big market award, and that's why I think Seattle might not either.
Yeah.
McDonald.
He probably should.
He probably should. And what they've done on the road in his 2 years is amazing. What they've done is amazing. And then
so Vrabel is minus 285 right now
to win it.
Mike McDonald second at plus 450. Liam Coen coming in at third at plus 2,500.
The thing about, like, I don't know. I'm on the Patriots. Schedule is so easy compared to, like, say, Seattle. Like, Seattle's playing in the hardest division. It's the same thing with the MVP to me, like what they've been able to do. But whatever. It is what it is. They're all deserving. Listen, I think Vrabel's done an unbelievable job. I think McDonald's done an unbelievable job. I think Shanahan's done an unbelievable job. I think Cohen's done an unbelievable job. Ben Johnson's done an unbelievable job. And we're missing some, too, because I think there's been a lot of really good coaching this season around the NFL. Maybe McDermott, who's out. Brent Martineau, Austen Lane, and let's say hello to Paul Dozier as Let's Go Fishing. We get it rolling here on a Thursday. and presented by, of course, Nimnik Buick GMC. I was just over there yesterday off Phillips Highway as we're shooting another spot for an updated commercial. So always good to see the folks at Nimnik off Phillips Highway. You can too. NimnikBuickGMC.com, 24 hours a day as well. Also presented by Armor Guard Exterior. You can see the QR code in the left top of your screen. Click it. And also see their products. Get 25% off if you listen to the Brent and Austen show. Make sure you tell them that. What's happening? We talking national championship? We talking Jags? We talking losing the coordinators? We talking ludicrous? We talking fishing? You know what I thought about this? I was like, what am I going to ask Paul about fishing? It was a little chilly last week. We talked about that. But I was thinking with TPC Sawgrass, how good are those ponds to fish in?
They catch them in those ponds. Boo Weekly used to do it every year, you know. And I'm sure it's very good.
We had Boo Weekly. I have a picture of him or a video of him fishing at Timuquana during Furyk and Friends event when we were playing over there for a media day this past fall. I would think a lot of those guys love to drop a line.
Well, I would imagine that you're not supposed to. I doubt those ponds are fished every day at TPC too. So they're probably, and who's going to go tell the golfer he can't fish in the pond?
Good point.
So it's probably like
I can go in the clubhouse.
Pretty
I can
virgin,
fish in the pond.
know.
Yeah. How quick do you graduate from fishing in a pond? Like, where does it get?
I don't. I mean, I think that. There's nice fish in there. Why not? I mean, fishing in a pond. Some of kids that are Bradley's friends and all this, they get on their bike and they ride around fish retention ponds on neighborhood to neighborhood to neighborhood, and every single neighborhood has a sign that says no fishing, probably because they don't want the liability. The kid falls in or whatever. But there you got a few Karens out there that'll run the kids off for fishing in a pond. But for the
HOA director.
For the most part, people look the other way. I mean, who doesn't want a kid to fish? You know, that's the thing. If kids are out there standing on the bank throwing a lure in a pond, it's better than them being on their iPad.
Of course.
I don't get people that are calling the police on the kids fishing.
Wow, I didn't know that was a thing. I guess I've never seen it in my neighborhood or paid attention to the no fishing part because I see the kids fishing. I never even thought about it. There was a great scene I've got in my mind. Steph and I were walking, and we saw this. I mean, she must have been, let's say she was 10, 11 years old, something like that, on her bike and riding on the sidewalk. And she's got a backpack on. And she's got all the fishing gear,
That's
man.
awesome.
Yeah.
Pole coming out and everything. I'm like, she's about to go have a good couple hours, right? And,
good, clean,
I'm just
fun,
amazed
buddy.
at how many kids fish. I really am, because I didn't grow up fishing. And, like, even I'm not, that's why I ask you all the questions. I'm not an expert on that. My kids would drop a line in once in a while if they were in the right spot, right time with people. But we didn't really do that. But it's just amazing how many kids love to fish to me. And it's just really cool.
Well, we live in a great place. I mean, the weather this week hasn't been so great, and the weather next week doesn't look very good. But
it get cool again.
But then again, Sunday it's going to be 81 degrees,
Yeah.
and beautiful. So it's up and down, up and down. That's why everybody's got a sniffle,
Yeah, that or the oak pollen, too. I got that this time of year.
It's coming.
January, February.
But no, the national championship game was amazing. It worked out well from my perspective. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very riveting down to the last minute.
It's a great game.
Great game.
It was a really good game.
Absolutely great game. The officials definitely let them play, at least definitely the Miami fans can't complain about the officiating. Now, they didn't – I don't think Indiana – if it had Miami won the game, I wouldn't have just blamed the officials. But, at the same time, how do they not review the targeting on the – Mendoza on that. That was a cheap shot. No penalty at all. And they were the cornerbacks both sides, though. I will say that they were all over the Miami receivers too, and they were not. Which I like that. Just call it consistently. Whatever.
I think they did. I didn't. Yeah, you knew they were letting them play.
Yeah.
And overall, it was fine. I mean, I can actually see how you missed the hit. A little bit,
but they're supposed to buzz down on targeting, though. They're supposed to be able to buzz down from the booth on targeting, at least take a look at it. I mean, whatever. And
they don't want to kick anybody out.
I think Eddie was upset at halftime about it.
I think it's crap that they kicked these kids out of the game.
Yeah,
make them miss 2 series, make them miss whatever. if it happens in the first half, you miss the rest of the first half. I think it's a little much.
Or just make a bigger penalty.
They're not doing it on
yardage.
Purpose, right?
Of course not.
Yeah, they're not doing it on purpose.
And especially when you have to set like another game for the half.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I just can't believe we're still like we need Saban a couple weeks ago to say like, oh, they got to change it. It's like, dude, I mean, we've been doing this for 4 years. I've been saying I can't. I mean, people get on me sometimes. They're like, well, they're trying to get the bad hitting out. It's like this was always stupid. It was always dumb. Unless, listen, if there's something malicious, then you go into a system where it's like you're suspended for that because that's a malicious hit. We know what a malicious hit looks like. We know when there's bad intent.
Fine them. I'm serious. Fine
now
them.
You can.
Yeah,
now you can.
You can't fine them as much as you can the NFL guys, but you take a $25,000. I mean, I guarantee you, whatever it is, or to your point, let them keep playing, give them a 15-yard penalty, and then if you deem it, if after the game, committee looks at it and says, okay, you're out the first half next week, or if it's really malicious, you're out the whole game next week.
Yeah.
But making a decision in the middle of a game is I don't know.
Yeah, it can change everything. It can change the game.
It really can.
Yeah.
And it's dumb. It's always been dumb. And the idea to me, I get what they're doing. What people would always come back, well, they're trying to get it out of the sport. And so if you have strong penalties for that, you get it out of the sport. Maybe that has helped. Maybe it has. But I still think you miss it too much. Like it's just normal fast football too much. It's like we do with the catch. Everything's not in slow motion out there. You got to backtrack. That's why I say I'm not surprised they didn't see it initially. It's a fast game. And you don't want to call anything unless you really see it, right? You've got to see it. Now, I'm talking from a 15-yard standpoint. You could have buzzed down on that. See, that one I just don't think – I think we've reached a point where Miami was already without
one guy
for
cornerback.
A half.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to make that call. Like, it better be really obvious and egregious. So I think they're going to – they're going to be like, oh, sorry, we whiffed on that one.
It's also Mendoza was carrying out a fake, right? And
he was.
The ball was going the other way, but the ref probably wasn't staring right at it.
Good point.
That's the thing. The ref was probably following the ball, if I had to guess. That's why he probably missed it, And the camera's always going to be on the quarterback no matter what. So,
did you see Mendoza's arm?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm. They beat him up. They roughed him up, buddy.
I mean, that was... And like I said, and most of it was within the rules.
Yeah.
So I thought that, I don't know. This going for it stuff to me is just, I think that the Jags would have beaten the Bengals had they kicked the field goal to go up by 6. I truly do. I know they scored a touchdown anyway, but it would have just changed everything. This going for it. If he had gotten stopped for no gain and Miami wins that game, I thought Cignetti's clock management at the end of the half was questionable.
Yeah.
Well, and I thought, I was like, what? They ran the field goal and they called timeout. And I'm like, what are we doing here? I was like,
he didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Is Billy Napier doing this? It's almost like once he called that timeout, he had to go for it.
But he was chewing out his coach though at halftime too. So I don't know if it was that coach's responsibility, but there was some kind of disconnect on the sidelines during that because you could easily call the timeout, got it more in field goal range, and it would have been all right.
Yeah, I think you can make the case, guys. Cignetti almost cost them the game. I don't know about the end of the half situation, although I did tweet about that in real time. It's like he didn't know what he wanted to do. Mm-hmm. He's like, should I be aggressive here or not? He's like, and he was stuck. And by the time he got out to midfield, he had 3 seconds left. And they were talking about on the broadcast that one. It was like, he clearly didn't know what he wanted to do. Okay, well, you're going to have a moment like that. And I do think the end of halves are tricky. Do you put the ball in play? You're controlling the game. You're getting the ball in the second half. I think that's a tough one. But the fourth down one, to me, was one that really could have cost them because they had to burn another timeout. They had already burned a timeout, which means they only had one timeout. Mm-hmm. So I thought, in a weird way, the guy's done an unbelievable job.
Yeah.
You can't say anything bad about Cignetti. And so I even, when I tweeted it, I said, listen, the guy's been a wizard, which he has.
Yeah, even if
but I think he showed that he's also human because he made he was indecisive a couple of times, and it almost would have burned them. To me, it showcases that he hasn't been in those moments a lot. You talk about kids and players being in those moments. He's not a guy that has grown up in those moments as a coach. He hasn't been in Nick Saban's seat. It was new to him too, which also I think is applaud the hell out of these guys because That was a new perch for that whole program to be in, including the coaching staff. And the way they handled it was ridiculously good.
It's really impressive. I mean, I don't, but it's been beaten on. There's no more excuses. If they can do it, so can UCF. So can
That's funny you say that.
Literally anybody.
Minnesota. I mean, why not? Why not us? And it's going to put a lot of pressure on a lot of different. Wisconsin. I mean, it's going to put pressure on those type programs that hey, if we make the Citrus Bowl, it's the best season in school history. Forget that, buddy.
Yeah, because before Signetti got there, like Indiana was irrelevant. They were never even They were like
the worst ever.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been like I'm trying to think like it's like them in Purdue. It's like okay,
Vanderbilt.
Yeah. Vanderbilt. There you go. Yeah, before Vanderbilt got good again, but it's exactly what it is.
I'm going to disagree with you guys on this because I thought a lot about this. I'm glad you brought it up because I forgot to bring it up. And like I understand the context of that, but I also think that's a very dangerous thing to do. In fact, what I think you do is you take away from maybe how good Signetti is when you do that. Not you in particular. You're not alone.
Yeah, well,
everybody's saying it. Like, so to say UCF can just, oh, look, they did it. Everybody can do it. Sure. But you still have to have, like, this dude might just be that good. They are that well coached. They got the right pieces in place. Let's not pretend like that's an easy thing to do.
Somebody had to evaluate the talent, too.
Yeah. And I also don't think they lucked into it either, right? Like, this isn't just like, hey, lucky. But there's a balance somewhere in there to now have the expectation that, hey, you didn't flip it around in 2 years. Like, that's the other thing we're getting. You don't need 5 years. You don't need this. Well, let's just at least look at the people, and maybe they found special people. How many of those kind of people exist? Like the 10 teams right around the National Football League are looking for the special people that exist.
Correct.
And they do that every year because there's not a lot of them that exist.
Correct. But like I think the way that college football was trending, it's like, well, if you don't have the checkbook, you're not going to be able to compete.
Fair.
Right? Like it doesn't matter who the coach is. Like if you're not paying these players a certain amount of money, you won't compete with the the top teams of the country. And then Indiana came along with Signetti and showed, well, hang on. Like, yeah, you maybe eventually you'll get some more money in NIL, but like coaching comes first. And then it's the recruiting and the like. So to me, like I agree with Paul where it's like if you're a Wisconsin or some university, it's like, okay, well, you want more money, that's fine. But coaching-wise, what have you done for us lately? Like, hey, Luke Fickell, what have you done for us? Because I'm watching Indiana go from irrelevant forever to literally 2 years turn the whole thing around, and it was with a bunch of 5-star recruits either a lot of money.
Yeah, I would say this would be my small rebuttal to that is I don't think that's necessarily on Luke Fickell because in my opinion, I think you already know he ain't Signetti.
Right.
Like I think that's more on the AD and the school and the administration. Go find Signetti. Go find that guy.
Good luck.
Listen, for
good luck.
40 years,
Gators,
nobody could find Signetti either.
Yeah, the Gators been trying to find Signetti since Urban left.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just not easy. You got to get lucky. But let's think back to last year when Signetti made the playoff with Indiana, and they went and played. Where they played Notre Dame, Hamby up there, and they basically tried to lose close. They weren't playing. I don't know if you remember that game. It was like they weren't even trying. They were taking the air out of the ball. They were down 17-0, and they're taking the air out of the ball, letting the play clock run, trying not to get embarrassed because I guess he knew he was outmanned.
100%.
And Lane Kiffin did that in 2009 when he was the Tennessee coach in the Swamp, and the Gators were favored by 30 points or something. And he was trying. He knew they were going to lose, and he took They lost like 24. I think the Gators won 24-6 or something like that. And you would have thought Kiffin won the game the way he acted. Oh, by the way, he was toking on Twitter. He was toking Ole Miss this morning. Hey, we all need to get along. You need to be thankful for that guy. That guy.
I bet.
But I think Signetti knew last year that hey, we've done great. We've exceeded expectations. We're here. And I think this year he thought we can win this thing.
Yeah.
And
oh, nobody did. I mean, they started off 22 in the country, I think it was, in their preseason.
I've lost a lot of money betting against that guy.
Really?
Yeah. Because I always think, like, when they played Oregon, I bet on Oregon. I'm like, they got so much better players. You know, when they played Ohio State in the Big Ten championship, Ohio State's going to beat them. They're on a 3-point line. They got way better players. Well, everybody's got better players than them, apparently, on paper.
Oh, the funny thing is it took until like 2 weeks ago for the story to come out that they had all like 23, 24, 25-year-old guys.
Sure.
And I think, that whole average age thing, if that had come out in September, I feel like you might have felt differently because I think we know that now. Like we know. See, that's the other part. That's the other part of this whole thing is that, okay, you got to have the ducks in a row. You got to have the good coaching. You got to have the talent that people are missing because they're not 5 stars, 4 stars, and there are plenty of those now. Go find the talent that people are just missing on. Plenty of those in every sport. But then, on top of that, you got to have age on your side, it feels like right now. We thought that was a college basketball thing. It feels like now it's in everything.
Yeah, well,
I think every sport's trying to find it.
The method, the whatever you want to call it, the secret to success was high school recruiting and then filter in, punch in with the portal. That was the thought. That's why everybody thought Kirby's got this figured out. Even Florida's recruited fairly well, and then just add a piece or two in the portal. Well, the bottom line is, to your point, a 24-year-old man playing against a 19-year-old sophomore, I don't care if he's a 5-star or whatever he is, the grown man that's got 4 or 5 years of experience is more mature, more physical, gonna be able to, especially on the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, handle the moment.
Yeah.
Psychologically, right? I mean, just be more mature in that sense.
Yeah.
So, and I think, and that's what everybody's after. That's why we saw the George Masons and the Butlers and everybody do well in college basketball. That's what they had in common. That's why they could beat Kentucky in the one and dones, because those guys had no chemistry. They were just individual players.
It's going to be hard for George Mason and Butler anymore, because as soon as they get their good players, somebody's going to.
Well, now
it's going to be.
I think I said this last week. I think we were talking about this. I think that would be at least my conversation with the UNFs and JUs of the world is to go get as old as you can, even if it's just for a year. I don't think that's been the thing. It's like, okay, we're going to go after the high school kids. We're going to develop. Well, developing doesn't get you far because everybody.
As soon as they develop, they're gone.
So I almost just wonder. I just think it's a race to get older.
Yeah.
If you're a high school kid, if you're a freshman in college, hold on tight. It's a race to get older, and someday you'll get there.
Yeah, no, man. Like I think and I get it. Like high school recruiting is still a big thing, especially in state. Keep your guys in state. But at the end of the day, if you want to win a championship, you have to look at the transfer portal and get the experienced guys in there.
I think skill. You can go high school. Running back, wide receiver, cornerback, trenches, portal. That would be that's what I would think.
That's a good way to look at it.
Lots of listen, we got Bryson Wright from Mandarin, who, by the way, is just named like Flag Football Player of the Year, which we were over there at Mandarin this morning. And Liv Tassley will have that for you tonight on Action Sports Jacks. Like that kid can go play right now.
Sure.
Like physically he can go play right now, and he can help you, to your point, from a skill position standpoint. So there are going to be those kids, but I don't know if Bryson Wright at Florida or Florida State or wherever he ends up going is helping you win a national title right away. He might be helping you win some football games, but he might not be helping you win a national title until he gets to his junior year.
Yeah, well, Percy
and now
Harvin,
he's hardened and everything else.
There's only Percy Harvin is the best player I've ever seen put the orange and blue on. I've said it from when I was there watching him. He's the best. He's the best football player. Sure, he's not the most valuable football player.
Yeah.
But he's the best football player I've ever seen in person. That guy, that guy helped him when he was a freshman. He helped win a national championship.
Yeah, Malachi Toney would beg to differ.
Malachi Toney they're very the difference between Malachi Toney and Percy. They're similar players, but Percy was bigger and stronger. He's more physical. He could run you over. Malachi Toney's unbelievable, by the way. Just absolutely.
He's really good.
This is no slight on Malachi Toney, but he doesn't have he's not of the size Percy.
Did you see him get tackled in that game? It was like no problem. Once they got him, it was like down to the ground.
Yeah.
Like Percy, you weren't doing that with.
I couldn't believe Percy.
I got here in 2008, so I was for that national championship team, and I still think people sleep on, like they won that. Everybody would talk Tebow and Mervin and everything else, and I get it. And they were obviously loaded with talent. They won that game, in my opinion, and they won that national title because of Percy Harvin.
And Percy was hurt in 2008. Remember, he had the ankle. He hurt the ankle in the FSU game. He did not play in the SEC championship game. And
that was against Oklahoma.
Then he came back, and he was not 100%, and he still dominated the game.
Yeah, he is special.
The guy, but he was no good in the NFL because he's a head case. I mean,
Well, he literally had migraine issues and other things, but on top of
he was good in the NFL, but he had the other.
Yeah, I think he could have been really good in the NFL.
But I think it does go to show you, though, that in terms of speed, like that's just God given. Either you're faster or you're not, and like how much difference can you really get from your freshman year to your senior year? But if you're playing in the trenches, your defensive lineman, offensive tackle, whatever the case may be, like that transition from your freshman year to junior, senior year, like that's everything.
Huge, years
right?
in the weight room,
man strength,
exactly.
nutrition,
That's hey, by the way, that's still a thing in the NFL. Oh, yeah. I think we're seeing that unfold with like a guy like Anton Harrison. I mean, he was a baby when he got to the NFL, seriously. And now he's getting into that. I mean, I don't even know if he's there yet. I don't know when that actually takes place. But, I mean, there's a reason why most of the good offensive lines or linemen are like 27, 28, 29 years old, right?
For sure.
That's grown man strength more than super talent as well. All right, hey, from a fishing standpoint, we have Captain Roger. Let's get to this first, and then I do want to ask you about, obviously, the Wahoo coming up.
Sure.
And what else is on the horizon. But here's Captain Roger. I think we're shopping today for lures.
Captain Roger here with your Action Sports Inshore Fishing Tip of the Week. And this week, we're going to give you some tips on what lure choices. As we can see, I'm over here at the Fish Bites in St. Augustine, and they got rows of lures, what to pick. Now, I'm not one of those where I'm going to tell you this lure and that lure, narrow it down to one. I believe I'm going to give you the same thing, the same tips that I use, as I never can have enough chess pieces in my toolbox. So what I do is, depending on the time of the year and how deep my fish are, for this time of year it's cold, I'm looking for suspending lures, baits I can move real slow. If the water's clear, I like a natural color pattern, something like this. If it's dirty, I like a chartreuse. If it's kind of in between, I'll mix it up with a red and white. You just don't know. Even me as a professional, I don't go out there and really know what I'm doing. The way I do it is when I get out there, I start all over. I rewrite the book. So when I step on my boat and we go fishing, I'm rewriting the book. Because I'm not sure they could switch from one color to the next or one kind of presentation to another. So I hope this helps you out in kind of narrowing it down. Think about your water depth, your water temperature. If it's getting colder, you know they're going to get slower and sluggish. If it's getting a little warmer, they might even hit a top water this time of year. Until next week, this is Captain Roger with your Action Sports Fishing Tip of the Week.
I like that he said rewrite the book every time out. It's a different experience. That's kind of what's cool about fishing, right?
Every day is different, no matter what. Today's, they might like red and white today, and they might like chartreuse tomorrow. And
crazy.
Fishing is a fickle sport.
Yeah, chartreuse. By the way, when he said that, it's got to be the only sport that chartreuse comes into play in.
Flag football flags, a lot of them are chartreuse.
What is chartreuse? That's like a purplish,
bright yellow.
Oh, that's the bright yellow one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, missed by that much, man.
Yeah, I thought it was like
it's kind of like purple, but different.
Yeah.
If you're colorblind, it's like purple.
Fishing. There hasn't been much fishing going on this week with the weather being so bad, but it looks like tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Some Wahoo fishermen are planning on going tomorrow, and Saturday is shaping up a little bit too. A little bit of swell, ground swell. The storm's making up in the middle of the country. It's going to be next week. Does not look good. But the Wahoo Shootout kickoff party is next weekend, next Saturday at the Ancient City Farmstead, and registration's open, going well. You can still register at wahooshootout.com and join us, whether you're fishing or not. Come out and check us out. We'll have boats on display. Going to be a lot of fun.
That'll be a hell of a party next Saturday.
Yeah, it's a good party. Live music, cheap beer.
There you go.
Free food.
Good stuff.
How do you beat that?
Yeah.
Paul, with that Captain Roger video, it got me on a question I want to ask you real quick. I mean, obviously with any sport there is superstition. Do you have like the go-to reel where it's like, okay, like it's crunch time and I need to catch something big. Let me go ahead and bring out the trusty whatever it is?
Yeah, I don't have a rod and reel. When we go fishing, I have more fishing lures than you could imagine. But back when we fished a lot, it doesn't matter how many I have. The same 5 go in the water to start in the morning. Like we go. I could tell you right now, and we used to fish. My crew and I used to fish. Every time the weather was good, we'd go. And then I started this tournament and I don't go fishing anymore. It's okay. I mean, I still get to go fishing, but nothing like we used to.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter if it was when we go wahoo fishing, we put the same 5 lures out every time. And then, if you're not catching anything, you're having a rough day, maybe you change it up throughout the day.
Yeah.
But I've got thousands and thousands of dollars worth of lures, and I use the same 5 every time. It's like really stupid.
Yeah.
It's like my T-shirt closet.
But if you got something to go
right.
to, there's a C&H Lures, which used to be right down the street here. It used to make a artificial lure called an American Express, and it was made right here. It was a very good lure, caught all kinds of fish, wahoo, blue marlin, all kinds of stuff on it. The reason they call it American Express is you don't leave home without it. So
very good.
Yeah.
Nice little plug for Amex.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe they'll be the next sponsor. Maybe get Amex as a sponsor.
That's right. Okay, I'm going to piggyback off that before we let you go. When you don't catch a fish, or if you're out there and you're having a bad day, do you feel like it's because most people, do they feel like they just had bad luck, or the fish aren't biting, or because they use the wrong lure? And it's like they made the bad decision.
Offshore fishing has a lot to do with conditions. And when I say conditions, I mean weather conditions, water temperature. There's some days, I don't care how good a fisherman you are. If it's not right, the water's green and cold and putrid and there's just no life in it, you can't make it happen. You can go do something else. Like you can go, if you're trying to go catch a wahoo and the water is 65 degrees and green, you can maybe drop down to the bottom and catch a triggerfish or a red snapper or something along those lines. But some days they're just not biting. Some days you just don't. It's just not your day. It's like anything else. It's like we've all seen football games when some days it's like no matter what you do, no matter what play you call, it's wrong. You know, and the same thing fishing. You zig when you should have zagged. But usually the better fishermen can adapt and end up with a catch. It's like anything else. The better basketball players
figure it out.
The longer the game is, the better the chance is that the better fisherman or the better basketball player is going to get his average 20 points or whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, Paul Dozier, let's go fishing. Each and every Thursday presented by Nimick Buick GMC. Check them out at NimickBuickGMC.com. And also Armor Guard Exteriors. Gutter Helmet at NorthFlorida.com. 25% off. You can click the QR code on the top left of our screen during the show for those guys at Armor Guard Exteriors. All right, I'll see you next week, man.
Thank you, guys. We'll be here.
Getting ready to party next week.
Yes, sir.
Party favors. Maybe bring them.
Let's go.
Time for some more Kingfish dip.
Ooh.
That'll be in a couple months.
Wahoo! I can cheat a
That's
little
the
bit.
good eating.
That's what you guys need to be fishing for. Wahoo.
Yeah.
Team Action Sports Jacks. Here we go. We got the guy who did all the cardio today. We'll be back. Noon hour ahead. We'll update you on Liam Coen, Trevor Lawrence, Devin Lloyd. Accolades rolling in. That's next. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. And most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around, and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate. guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now, the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar. Grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Hey, welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. And Brent Martineau, Austen Lane, Casey Kurtz will stop by, Jason Hamby as well. And we got some things happening in Major League Baseball. That's just part of this noon hour. And these guys have something to talk about. Former Florida pitcher Brandon Sproat, part of a deal that now goes to the Milwaukee Brewers. And Freddie Peralta is the big name here that heads on over to New York. You guys are cash-strapped, apparently, up there in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
the Brew Crew getting rid of one of their big top arms. Can't sit well.
Yeah, I mean, there was speculation it was going to happen regardless. Yeah. So
thought he might. There was rumors that he could go to the Dodgers.
Exactly, right? So, I mean,
maybe Major League Baseball said that can't happen.
Yeah,
behind closed doors.
Yeah, but I think obviously if you lose your ace, that's a big deal. But they weren't going to repay Freddie, and now you get that Brandon Sproat. Yeah. Okay,
Sproat, yeah.
Who once again you put him in that Milwaukee pitching lab. I think he's got 6 pitches right now. Like, as a starter going forward, I think he could be in the rotation and he could be a baller. And it is like this is how Milwaukee wins the division. This is how they compete for pennants. It's that anytime you have a guy that's a high caliber that's going to get a lot of money and you can't afford him, you try to get a ransom for him, and I feel like that's what they got.
Can anybody find where the Brewers are on this graphic?
Dead last.
Okay, thank you.
Cool.
The Rays have spent $25 million? On who? I didn't even know. Good
but
for
Austen,
them.
as much as I respect the fact that y'all can get prospects and turn them into major leaguers,
sure,
y'all aren't serious about winning.
I mean, do you
You're
want to
not.
say that when we traded Josh Hader away? Do you want to say that when we traded, Devin Williams away? Were we not serious then? Because how'd that turn out for everybody?
You know that you've got to get some pieces to get to a World Series.
And we just got 2 pieces.
They did well last night.
Milwaukee?
Yes.
Yeah, because look at the road.
Your fan base. Hey, I know we haven't gotten over the hump ever. We're gonna get over the hump with it. We're gonna at least try and pay some dudes to help out.
I mean, one would say having the best farm system in baseball right now, or second best. I mean, depending, because I'm sure Casey's something about that.
It's a good one.
Have one of the best farm systems in the league.
What is a good farm system? No, fans
because
actually
they're
don't
gonna
care
bring
about farm system though.
You will when you bring in 3 guys from that farm system this up and coming season on a roster that last year competed for a pennant.
But it only matters so much if you can't win a championship. I think you would agree with me.
Yeah, but I'm confused. Like, what's the
you don't
play
have
then?
to forfeit your farm
who they have to
system
replace?
sign free agents. You're not trading for guys.
Yeah, you're saying spend money. Okay, then who should they spend money on? Once again, I'll bring up the question: what do they need to replace right now on that team? Do they need a starting pitcher? I don't think so, because I think Mizorowski's going to come in and kind of be that ace going forward.
Dude,
Guy
your
throws
lineup
104.
is not anything special.
Yeah, but they weren't ever going to get like a Bregman or a Bellinger.
Of course not. But
so then that's the thing.
That's all that's out there.
We have to live in reality
plenty
here.
of active
They aren't going to sign this big league batter that's going to warrant like half the roster construction of salary. So if that's not going to be, because that's what they need. That's what the Milwaukee Brewers are missing right now. They have a great infield. Outfield's pretty solid. They have the catching. They have the pitching. But what they don't have is that big bat right now. Well, big bats who hit home runs cost a lot of money. And the Milwaukee Brewers don't want to spend it on that. So the hope is that one of their farm system guys, like a Jackson Chourio, who, if he's healthy, could be that big bat, is going to come up now and provide some of those home runs, because that's what they're missing.
Didn't they score more runs than anybody else last year?
I could have swore they did.
They scored a lot of runs. Like, the thing with that is, like, I feel like I just looked at who the Rays signed. I forgot. They paid Cedric Mullins like $10 million, who sucks. Like,
Former Oriole?
Yeah, he's just like any baseball player.
Yeah.
So to Austin's point, do you have a guy in the minors that can just be any baseball player?
Yeah,
they
yeah.
probably do, and
Yeah.
not have to pay Cedric Mullins to do it. So I actually thought, for how that played out, if they weren't going to re-sign Freddie Peralta,
And guess what? They weren't. So
is good, but like is not the great, like
he's not the Grom.
he doesn't go out there every single start and dominates. Like
Correct.
he's better more times than he's bad.
Yes.
Like he's not the greatest dude to ever play. And Sproat's going to come in and be in your rotation. And Jet Williams is a dog.
Yep.
Like he will. I don't know if it'll be this year, but he will be good for them. So,
and especially because I mean, one thing that the Brewers could need too, Joy Ortiz, while he's a good fielder in
Right.
terms of, he had the most bases loaded last year and batted like 100 when it was bases loaded for them.
Yeah.
So like that was one thing that they have to replace. So that guy might come in and replace Joy Ortiz eventually.
yeah, no, Jet's good. Like he's going to be good. He was drafted as a high schooler, so he's been in the minors for a long time. Don't let that deter you if you look at stats and all that. But he's legit, and he has a beautiful autograph for what it's worth. Every letter.
Yes. Yes.
That J-E-T-T?
J-E-T-T, yeah. Jet Williams.
Milwaukee fans, you hear that? That's coming from Casey Kurtz, man. That's a
name.
Casey Kurtz ringing endorsement right there, man. I like it.
Jet.
And I would just like to say shout out to the guy last year when Brandon Sproat got called up to the majors that bought all my Mets logo balls, so I didn't get stuck with those. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for your service. I had
Could
three.
you slap the Milwaukee logo on there?
No,
Or
there
can't?
is, it's on there. I had 3 City Connect and 2 of like. Have you seen those logo balls like they make now? Every team has one, like their logo.
Oh,
stitching is
yeah,
the
yeah,
color.
I have seen it, yeah.
Yeah, same guy bought all 5. So
Wow.
shout out to that guy. Sorry, sir, no refunds.
Why are we on this camera today? I just noticed that.
I don't know.
The other one's out of commission.
Huh. All right.
Come on,
Trying to
Brent.
be
Pay your bills,
resourceful.
man.
I thought you had a good night last night because you had the trade, and I watched the Red Wings game. That was
Oh,
early.
that was a good time.
Yeah.
That was
That goal at the end was large.
Maple Leaf swept them this year. Don't worry about it, Toronto. Thanks for
I
playing.
will say this about the baseball front, though. You're either like the Rays or the Brewers and living in that world, as long as you're not living in the Pirates world, or you're living in the Dodgers, Cubs, Blue Jays, Padres world. And if you don't play that right, you're spending a lot of money for nothing. Like the Red Sox are right now, they don't know what the hell world they want to be in.
What do you mean?
Right?
No, I disagree. I disagree strongly.
You think they know what they're not spending that kind of money?
No, but they don't need to. They massively screwed up the Devers thing, but that's the worst thing they did. They got rid of Devers when Bregman didn't come back. That's fine. They had, without a doubt, the best farm system in baseball. Roman Anthony's real good.
Yeah,
Christian
true.
Campbell's going to be good. Marcelo Meyer's going to be good. They don't need to spend money because they
And
have
most
good
of that's
players.
on Suarez. They just signed, right?
Yes,
Ranger
I think
Suarez.
all of it is.
Is it all on that? Yeah.
Because his deal is
125, I think.
Because this is total value. Yeah, so that's mostly him.
Oh, the Red Sox got Suarez?
Ranger Suarez from the Phillies, yeah.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah. So I think the Red Sox are fine where they are, but this is foul for just the Blue Jays Dodgers thing.
I don't think anybody. I wouldn't have guessed that the Blue Jays have spent the most.
I never would have guessed that in a million
Who did they
years.
get?
Great question, Brent.
Who did they spend on? And by the way, while we're at it, are you surprised Cody Bellinger just got that kind of deal?
No.
Yeah,
Not
now
from
if
the
Kyle
Yankees?
Tucker's getting $60 million when he deserves
Yeah, I know.
40,
It's like, what was
maybe.
it, like $30 million a year for Bellinger?
I mean, fly balls are home runs, and he plays a decent outfit.
Yeah.
He's
The
not-
Blue Jays signed Bregman for 175.
Bregman.
Or no,
Nope, that's not right.
Cease for 210.
Dylan Cease.
That's right. Yep.
And they got Kazuma Okamoto for 60.
That's right.
Third baseman from Japan. They also got Tyler Rogers, bullpen piece, $37 million. Cody Ponce, never heard of him, but starting pitcher, they got $30 million.
Cody Ponce is back in the sport. Good for him.
$30 million worth.
I guess so.
I don't know where he was. He comfortably has not played baseball the last couple years.
And Chicago signed Bregman, right?
Yes.
The Cubs
Yes.
did, yeah.
Meanwhile, the Braves had to get a free agent signing to already replace their free agent signing. We have signed 3 middle infielders to fill one spot.
Oh, yeah, he broke his wrist.
Yeah.
We'd already got Mauricio Dubon to be a super utility, not a starter, but now he's going to be a starter. And so since Ha-Sung Kim is going to be out,
Also cheeks.
we had to sign Jorge Mateo.
Jorge Mateo is all.
By the way, they might want to check if there's a low energy, whatever thing we're talking about in East Cobb, along with wherever that thing is in Santa Clara.
Substation.
Substation.
They commented on it
They
yesterday.
commented on it, man.
They
That's
did.
why we
They were
talked
asked
about it on
about
the
it.
show.
Yeah.
I also want to play y'all
They
what
said they're
they
gonna
said
investigate it.
about.
I know it's crazy, man.
I want to play y'all what they said about Brendan Ayuk.
All right, one more thing. Before we get to that real quick, I just want to – we didn't even comment, or maybe you guys did, but Andrew Jones, Hall of Fame.
Yeah. There we
Andrew,
go.
people love Andrew Jones, right? I mean, you're a Braves fan. I think a lot of Braves fans do, but I think people in general like Andrew Jones. He's such a good – he was – to me, when he was coming up, you guys weren't even born yet, probably.
I mean, I remember my childhood.
But he
with
was
him.
like – he was that young guy. Now you see a lot of young players, but he – other than like Griffey, you didn't really see a lot of 19-year-olds.
Sure.
And then he came and was really good, obviously defensively. I wondered along the way if he was like a Hall of Famer.
He's not.
It didn't feel like it to me. But Braves fans I know love him. I think he was a fun player to watch. It felt like he got off to such a good start that he never lived up to the fullest of everybody's expectations. And now I do think we're in the phase where we're settling on. It feels like we're settling on Hall of Famers because they're not allowing the guys like Bonds and others in that should be in. And so, like, to be honest with you, Jones and Carlos Beltran aren't even close to the player Barry Bonds was.
Nor is Jeff Kent.
And now they're in, yeah, and he's not. I think that's the problem with the Hall of Fame right now, and I think that should be even more motivation to get these guys that are no doubters from the steroid era into the Hall of Fame, because I think that's everybody's reaction. It's like, well, wait a minute. Bonds isn't in, but Andrew Jones is in.
There's
or
lots of problems.
Beltran's
with the Hall
in.
of Fame, Yeah.
Kent's in.
It's just a mess. Like, we've done this. But, like, I don't think there should be a scenario where Ken Griffey Jr. and Babe Ruth are lumped in with Andrew. And I hate Babe Ruth. You know me. Most overrated guy I ever played.
No, that's fair.
Still crazy.
I get the sentiment there.
Like Jeff Kent, Babe Ruth, same level. Both Hall of Famers. That's stupid.
Yeah. I get the sentiment there. That is odd. I don't know where that line is. I mean, because
Where it
honestly, if
doesn't
you're going to
matter
bring
now.
up Ken Griffey Jr. and Babe Ruth, then there's not too many comps.
Correct. That's why they're like the Hall of Fame doesn't.
Yeah, but they can't have 8 people in it or it wouldn't exist.
But yes, I get your point. But like you can't. I don't know. You can't let in just okay players for.
Yeah,
a
we're
couple
getting to the
years.
point where we're doing that.
Oh yeah,
I think.
And this isn't the first example of this. This has been.
Hamby, you're a Braves fan. Do you think Andrew Jones is like a Hall of Famer?
I always thought he was because I
did?
thought he was the best defensive center fielder of his time.
Very, very
and
good.
Hit
Excellent.
450 bombs.
What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Like Gold Glove every year?
He won 10.
A whole bunch.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. I mean, he was excellent, and that's a premier position. You know, you're not just sticking him in the corner.
And Willie Mays said he was the best center fielder that he's ever seen, I'm going to take Willie Mays' opinion and say put him in the Hall of Fame. One last baseball question. I'm not trying to rub it in, but I think this might be a great trivia question.
Uh-oh.
An interesting setup.
It's going to be something against the Brewers.
Yes.
Sounds like it.
I want you to tell me who their one signing was. The graphic that we just showed, they spent $1 million.
There's no.
$1.25 million. I want you to tell me which player.
We need something
signed.
else.
That the Milwaukee Brewers signed.
It's an outfielder.
All right. He going to play?
Probably
yes.
not. He's going to play?
I would assume so. Dude, y'all spent $1 million on him. Y'all, that's a ton for y'all.
Do you know who it is?
He has to play.
You heard of him?
I know who he is.
He's an established major leaguer?
Yes. Not most baseball fans would not know who he is, but you guys can. He's coming from the AL Central. He might. Yes, he's coming from the AL Central.
He's going to start over Churio, Sal.
No, he's not going to start over those guys.
Okay.
So Twins. That would be Twins, Tigers,
White Sox.
White Sox.
Just stay right there. One of those three.
Yeah, I have no idea who it is.
I couldn't name it. I couldn't.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say that. Actually, now I think maybe Casey's the only one who knows who this guy is.
Probably just kidding.
Mike Talkman.
Great guess. Akil Baddoo.
Yeah.
Casey, you got any scouting reports on him?
It's lefty.
Austin's gonna love him by May.
Oh, hey, yeah, just give him that Brewers lineup, man, and he'll be having the year of his life, Andrew Vaughn style.
All right, get ready for the Ayuk. Before we do that, Republic Services recycled headlines of the day, and there are a bunch of them. With Liam Coen being named a finalist for Coach of the Year, one of 5. Trevor Lawrence, one of 5 MVP finalists. Also, Comeback Player of the Year finalist. Devin Lloyd has been promoted from Pro Bowl alternate to Pro Bowler in place of TJ Watt. And the coaching eyes continue on Grant Udinski, who will Sunday interview for the Buffalo Bills job. Tomorrow will interview for a second time with the Cleveland Browns. So obviously has interest. Anthony Campanile didn't get the Miami job, interviewed down there. Interviewed, I think, a couple of times now with the Baltimore Ravens, and is going back for a second interview with the Arizona Cardinals. I guess I'll just say it real quick to finish that thought on our Republic Services recycled headlines of the day, recyclingsimplified.com. Do you think right now, would you put a little wager on Udinski or Campanile getting a head coaching job this cycle?
One or the
one or the other. Either they're both here, or one of them is going to be gone, or both. Okay.
Just
I
one or
think
the
they're
other.
both here.
Both here.
Both here.
I think one of them gets.
If I'm going to put money down,
I'd put money down on one. Assuming that the odds are pretty in my favor.
Which one? Think? Yeah. Hamby?
I still lean a little bit towards they're both going to come back. I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Cardinals ended up going with Campanile. He's the one where it seems like
that surprised me. They just did that.
They did,
yeah.
but
Whatever his name was, he was the Eagle.
fire in your gut. Yes, we know.
Gannon, yeah.
I don't think you saw a whole lot of player relatability and culture from a guy like that, even though he was defensive X's and O's great from what we hear. I mean, I don't know. That was the book on him, is that defensively X's and O's wise he was phenomenal. But obviously from you watch that one video and player relatability is probably not at an all-time high, where Camp it's both. So that's the way I could see, because again, 10 head coaching jobs, 6 are still available. The Cardinals is not the cream of the crop, so they're going to have to settle in a sense. They're not going to get the top guys where everybody's interviewing the same group, so they're going to have to go down their board a little bit. That's why I don't
even know who the top guys are. Like, who would be the top guy right now that you'd really chase?
Well, Jesse Mentor is interviewing everywhere, and he looks like the favorite maybe in Baltimore.
Yeah, good call.
But
it's going to be the Jason Hamby Preparation H Fench Sit of the Day. Dude said, I don't think it's going to be anybody. Then went on a 10-minute TED Talk about, well, it could be Arizona. So are they both coming back or not?
If you gave me what kind of
gotta
odds
put
is-
money on
That's
it.
going to be the Preparation H fence sit of the day.
I would love to
Preparation
know what
H.
picking dinner in your house is like when you're going out on a Friday
Stop
night.
the fire. Huh? I'm sorry?
Yes or no, Hamby? Where
Hamby, yes or no?
They're coming back.
Okay. Brent?
I'm going to stay with coming back, even though that Udinski one to Cleveland is starting to really
an
line
island.
up. Like, I can see them. It makes sense for them to take a shot, but it also makes sense for them to get a guy like Schwartz to Band-Aid this up for a bit until they get in a better spot. The thing about Udinski is I think they might want him. Does he want to go into that situation where it looks like the defensive guys are already set? Like, they'll bring Schwartz back in that capacity, so you're fitting in with somebody.
Do you think Schwartz would want to stay, though?
I don't know. But maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
And then the other part is you're stuck with a quarterback situation that's a mess. Like, I think that's a real thing.
If they offer him the job, he would.
No doubt.
Got some draft capital.
I don't think that's a no doubt. I get what you guys are saying.
He's known moron then.
I mean,
were you
Brent,
saying that about Ben Johnson when he did pass up jobs?
Yes.
I mean,
the Jags go out there and score 14 points because
just
Trevor
gonna
Lawrence
say
gets
it.
hurt. He never gets a job.
I was just going to say that.
Like, you
Yeah,
gotta
he's
go.
30 years old, dude.
Okay, he
gets
doesn't get a job anytime soon.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, I get that. I understand that. But if you get that job and you're set up to fail, okay, you got a 3-year window, and I understand you got a lot of money, but he's already got decent money, dude. I mean, like, his money's it's going to be a lot more. Then you don't get one ever again, maybe.
I think we've seen that the fired young coach gets it.
We'll see if
Do you think
McDaniel does.
Do you think McDaniel will coach it? Be a
I
head
was
coach
surprised
again?
to see all his. I don't think he should be.
I
He
mean,
didn't do anything for me to
we're talking about a Mike McCarthy
third time
Super
Bowl winner though, man.
Yeah.
I understand Super Bowl winner on the resume.
I think he would get another chance.
Not like if you go to Cleveland and you're 18-34. Like, are you getting another job?
But I think everybody goes like Cleveland.
I get it. Stefanski just did it.
1 of 32.
Yeah. I think he would go if it did go poorly, which I'm sure it will. But Browns, he would go be an offensive coordinator for 1 year, and then somebody would hire him again. Seems to go. These guys.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I think that's certainly could be the case.
And if he were
I
to
just
win,
don't think you have to take the job.
Oh, if he wins.
he wins 5 games. He's here.
He's going to make a
To
lot
start.
of money in his life.
It's
regardless.
not about money. It's about being a head coach in the NFL, in my opinion.
Oh, I think it's about $10 million a year. That's life-changing money. That's like you're all set. That's why I
Sure.
don't pass it up. If it's about being the head coach, and it's not about the money, then I definitely
you'd stay.
Well, how much is he making
Money
as a
helps,
coordinator?
but
$1.5 million?
I mean, he's probably highly paid because he was coveted, and
Yeah.
he'll continue to be that way.
How much, Brent? 2?
I bet he's probably making at least like 2.5.
change my mind. It's $8 million.
It might be nowadays. It might be more like 10. For Cleveland to lure him, it might be 10 or something like that.
Yeah, dude, you can't pass that up.
If he gets offered the job, I would be flabbergasted to not.
And Brent, you gotta remember, I think we've had this conversation a lot last year. Is every one of these guys has the ego, which is good. So they believe that they could be the guy that fixes the situation, no matter how bad it is.
True.
And it's not like it's. Remember when we asked? I guess it was Malarkey about when he looks at jobs, if he looks at the other teams in the division, and he said, "Heck, absolutely not. I would never." Because I believe that wherever I'm going to go, I'm going to win. I don't care about the other teams.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
He's also like minus 400.
I saw it's
coach.
pretty hot.
I don't know.
Well, listen, from a
Is that-
Cleveland
Again, the
Is
list
that
I saw,
Diana Rossini reporting that or what?
the list I saw that had him that high did not have Shieldhouse on it. I'm going to say that again.
and Shieldhouse is on this. The reason why I think first of all, they haven't fulfilled the Rooney Rule yet in Cleveland, even though they're bringing guys back as the second interview. And a
Why
lot
don't
of
you
people
just knock
believe
that
that
out on the first day.
a lot of people believe that Shieldhouse could be their prime candidate because he can't interview until after this week's games, and so that's part of like
Gotta go
maybe
for
that would make him the prime candidate. They're getting all these other ones out of the way, so. It just depends what you want to read on that. And again, the odds. I don't know how anybody knows the odds. The odds making is oddly on coaches, right?
So it's the one thing. So
I don't know if they're right, is my point on these.
But it's the one odds that you don't really trust because everything else, everybody always says around Vegas. Great, the spreads are always perfect. And you tell me the coaches, they just guess.
I feel like they do.
Okay.
Well, there's a couple that we have a couple examples.
Where there's smoke, there's fire, though.
There's a couple that it really does. Well, if he's going back for a second interview, that's plenty of smoke. But, I mean, there are things in the beginning of the year you'll have offensive rookie of the year odds in Vegas, and then next week they change like dramatically.
Well, yeah, when you haven't played football yet, it's a guess.
Yeah. Well, even in December they're changing like pretty crazy. So I'm just saying there are some things Vegas does that is, and I don't even know if these odds are in Vegas or offshore or whatever else, but
like Bovada or something.
I get what Cleveland's doing. If I was Cleveland, I would take a shot at Dinsky because I'm like, hey, what the hell? We're in kind of this gap situation anyway, where we're kind of a mess, trying to figure it out.
Kind of.
Okay, not a mess. The quarterback stuff. What if this guy's really good? Like, we know what Jim Schwartz is. So why don't we take a flyer on a guy that might be unbelievable?
Sure.
So I would.
Guys never call plays.
I would. Yeah, but again, the plays that you're going to call next year probably ain't going to work anyway.
Well, here's the thing with Cleveland, though. Does Cleveland need unbelievable and a risk, or do they kind of need a sure thing with Jim Schwartz and just to be like, all right, just be the Band-Aid, please, and get us to relevance?
And that's part of it.
Yeah, because if, like, for instance, like, let's say worst case scenario, it goes bad for Grant Udinski and he's a Cleveland coach. Well, then what do? What, you let him go for 2 or 3 years and then you re-up again? Like,
well, now you're out of the Deshaun Watson mess, though, and now you can reset your quarterback stuff.
I feel like you can still reset it if you want to this year. I mean, you got 2 first-round picks. If you truly want to reset it.
I do think there's one caveat on the Schwartz stuff that, like, Myles Garrett seems kind of pissed off all the time that he actually did sign that deal and went back to Cleveland.
I would be pissed off,
too. So
too.
if he wants Schwartz, I don't know what his relationship's like.
That's fair.
But if he...
Myles Garrett's running the team now.
Well,
But who else do they have?
Well, yeah, Joe Burrow has a say, and most quarterbacks will have a say, or you'd think if now Josh Allen didn't. But if there's a guy in that organization that's going to have a say, it's not Deshaun Watson. It's Myles Garrett.
Oh, yeah. Myles Garrett, sorry.
He's probably second on the list.
All right, play us the Ayuk thing before we get a break and come back with maybe the judge or something. I don't know what we're doing.
Oh, not doing that.
Okay.
Dang.
What do we got?
Nothing at all. I totally forgot until right.
It's all good.
I had a follow up
Unless
on
you
Bren.
came
Just
in.
it's a guy that you guys made a big investment into, and I know Kyle, you said that after his injury, it was tough to get him in here and get involved, but it's kind of an unprecedented move for him to forfeit that kind of money. Have you been able to determine why he was so upset, why he wasn't showing up, and just any background you can give on that?
I wish I knew. Can't help you there. Sorry. Yeah.
Has there been a line of communication with him?
There was, but not anymore.
At what point did that snap?
Well, when I'm coaching, I don't hang out in the training room at all. So I don't see guys much that way. But I'd say it officially stopped for me when the last time I tried to get a hold of him and couldn't. And then tried a couple more times and still couldn't. And then that matched everyone else that was trying to get a hold of him and couldn't. And eventually, there's not much of an explanation because it's really hard for us and anyone else to understand. And that's why it's something I've never seen in 22 years of coaching. So it's unfortunate. And it's confusing because it's confusing for all of us. So, but it eventually becomes it is what it is. And you try as hard as you can to fix something that you don't understand. But it's not like we understand it very well still. But eventually you understand that it's not going to change and you got to move on with your football team, which is always the most important thing.
Basically, he went AWOL, and I think Lynch would later say he's played his last down as a 49er, just to clarify if that wasn't proof enough.
Well, yeah.
Interesting situation. I kind of like the answer, by the way, from Shanahan.
No,
let you in on it.
It's transparent, and it's the truth. I mean, I don't know if you've been following Brent Ayuk now with supposedly he was going to pay a bunch of people for starting up fan clubs for him on social media, and then he ghosted all those people too. So now, like, all the fan clubs that were started that people put time, effort, and energy in are speaking out against how he lied and they never got compensated for all the work and everything. I just think Brandon Ayuk right now is, I don't know if he's just a troubled individual or something else is afoot, but, like, I don't think he's going to ever play in the NFL again.
Really?
Like, I don't think so. I mean, the dude just abandoned his team, refused to show up for work, didn't go to the games. Like, what team's going to be like,
I want that.
Yeah, let's go and get that guy. And by the way, a guy who hasn't played in, 2 years now?
Yeah.
So it's like.
And he's not. Don't do the Antonio Brown comparison because at least Antonio Brown was good.
Yep.
Brandon Ayuk's fine. He's not
I mean, dude,
he's not worth all that.
Dude probably got overpaid when they re-signed
for
him
sure.
and
Well, I would
everything,
say
and
definitely, yeah.
should have been thankful. And yeah,
Well, it's a good thing the Jags didn't trade for Brandon Ayuk.
for sure. Remember that whole
That was a
conversation?
thing.
Yeah, that was
I
definitely.
think that was like a legit thing.
Yeah.
And I always say this, sometimes the deals that don't happen are some of the best deals.
Without a doubt.
And that might have been it. Now, who knows? Maybe he's happier here or whatever else, but doesn't seem like that was going to work out. And we thought he was making a lot of money at that time anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But you can get excited about anybody being a good player coming over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if we go back to those shows, I think that was a debatable one. Like, does this make sense or not because of what you were going to have to give up? And also, I just have never been a huge fan of paying your receiver that kind of money.
Yep.
And at the time, that was like what today's $38 million is, something, you know?
Sounds like a Cleveland Brown to me.
Crane,
Take a chance.
Go get him.
Prove a deal. Why not?
Does he still get paid for this year? How does that work?
Well,
I think salary he does, but I think all the bonuses were waived, right, or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
The dude didn't show up.
I think he's voiding $50 million.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, they're voiding that kind of. They can void that much.
I think it's 20 next year and 30 the year after.
I feel like if you
Okay,
don't
but he got
show
his
up-
guarantee. You got his signing bonus money and all that. I mean, there's some out the door money that they already paid.
for sure. But like, did he get his work
salary
for this year? I feel like he shouldn't.
Well, I don't.
He definitely should.
I don't think you do if you're
Well, if
not
you're
on the active roster.
If you're on IR,
game-wise.
he was on IR though, wasn't he?
At least in the beginning.
IR, you get a percentage.
I think he got it this
Yeah, he
year.
probably
assume
got a
he
good amount of
would've.
money. Yeah, they probably paid him to do that.
How is that possible? Like, how could they got to be able to sue, right?
I
You
think they
didn't
could
show
make
up
it-
for work once.
They can make it pretty ugly, I think, if they wanted to.
I feel like they should, right?
Yeah, that's
If he's not going to play for you anymore, then screw it. Forget him.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know if they just think that.
They
seems
might
like
want to
so
wash
much
their
money.
hands of it, though. Cases, be like,
Yeah,
we
it
don't
might
wanna
be
deal
just
with
like
them.
sunk money.
Yeah.
In that kind of world where there's
In
so
that
much
case,
money being made.
That's the greatest gimmick of all time. Have one good
Casey's-
season,
yeah.
get a big contract, and do not show up to work ever again.
And probably get your signing bonus and then whatever you were getting this year.
Get 100,000 views on Twitter, Casey, and just never show up again, man.
Oh.
It was all there for you. Hey, Hamby, when we come back, do you mind playing the Buffalo Bills video too as well?
Sure,
From
as
the
long as
press
I can go to
conference?
break with this.
There's
He's on this.
dudes trying to hurt my feelings. Are you gonna be mad when they have a better record than the Braves next year?
Furious.
So
Are you gonna be
here's-
mad about that or not?
I will be.
Here's the thing that's foul. The Oakland Athletics don't even exist anymore. So whoever made this graphics is known idiot.
That's true.
That's a great point.
They are
What?
not
That's
a
really
real
why I
thing.
blew this up.
Huh?
Are they just the Athletics?
Just the Athletics.
Yeah.
Sacramento, if you want to be that
one
guy.
more year they're playing in Sacramento, or is it
Could be
more?
2.
Oh,
They're actually going to be sneaky okay.
they got some young talent.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now, the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar, grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Was based on the results of our game in Denver.
Gonna make it about himself in 3, 2, 1.
After that game, I looked around. First thing I noticed was our quarterback with his head down, crying. I looked at all the other players. I looked at their faces and our coaches. I walked over to Josh. He didn't even acknowledge I was there. First thing I said to him, I said, "That was a catch." We all know what I'm talking about. He didn't acknowledge me. He just sat there sobbing. He was listless. He had given everything he had to try to win that game. And looking around, so did all the other players on the team. I saw the pain in Josh's face at his presser, and I felt his pain. I know we can do better, and I know we will get better.
Hey.
That presser's going to be studied, man.
That's bad.
That's like, if you're taking a PR class, bring that one to the table.
I'm going to take it behind the scenes a little bit. I'm like, oh, where's this going? Our quarterback was crying, snot, drooling down.
I hadn't heard that, and so I'm waiting for and meanwhile, Coach McDermott was just smiling in the corner.
That's also where I thought it was going.
I know, right? But he's like,
Like there's one person in there that didn't care.
he was fired because of the game, the last game.
He
Okay,
said
well, was it a
because of the
catch?
game.
Because then I guess they would have won it.
I
Okay,
know it. I think what he was trying to do there, I always try to feel like, okay, where are they coming at? What are they trying to do that's not getting across? And I think what he was trying to do is basically
made it about himself.
You're
Brent.
just talking.
Well, say like that whole thing that Josh Allen, with the in tears, the emotion, connects with the city of Buffalo and the fans, I think, right? And so he's trying to jump on board that train.
Sure.
Like, I see the pain and anguish. I know how bad you guys want this.
He didn't even acknowledge me.
We are going to change something so we get you a Super Bowl.
I'm writing him his paychecks, and he didn't even recognize me. He didn't even acknowledge that I was there. That's how distraught he was. Tears.
But I guarantee you that's what he thought he said.
Hysterical. Yeah, for sure.
I'm
I
doing
get
right
it.
by the Bills
But,
fans.
hey,
Right.
spoiler alert. Guess what? You just lost a huge game and players are crying. You don't say. You don't say. He was crying? Really? Wow. Riveting. Never would have guessed Josh Allen was crying after that game. The press conference didn't give it away, did it? Come on.
He was.
Yeah, he was sobbing. Like, I find it funny, man, because as an owner, yeah, I get it, man. Like, you're hurt. The whole city's hurt. You don't got to make it about yourself, though.
No.
Like, and this is...
Well, he's trying to justify the firing. And when you justify when you justify a firing, that doesn't make, a ton of sense. I mean, listen, people get fired all the time. They should have just left it at, we just thought this could... I don't understand why they don't say what everybody else said. If it's making a move because we think he did an unbelievable job to flip the organization, get us to this point, but we don't feel like he can get us to the top. Just say it. That's it. I mean, that's all you really, if you just say that and you lean on that, and maybe we're wrong. Maybe he ends up with another organization and he proves that he can get to the top. We just felt like this had gone as far as it's going to go. Boom, end of story. Instead, you spend a whole news conference trying to justify an action and explain it away with the one game, all this emotional stuff, the catch. How many times are they going to blame the catch? If you blame the catch nonstop, then why do you fire your coach?
Yep.
He wasn't officiating the game. I tell you, Jessica Pagula had a much better day than the rest of her family. She won 6-2, 6-love down in Australia. So
good for
there
her.
is that.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
55.
How do you not know that?
I paid him 55.
One of the top women's players in the world, man.
55.
And trained by a Jacksonville guy.
What sport?
Tennis. Australian Open.
I paid him $55 million,
Get her
and he
autograph.
didn't look me in the eye when I said, "What's up, Josh?" He didn't even acknowledge me. Man, that's how bad it was.
That guy's...
Yeah, it's rough.
I wonder, have you guys seen stuff out of Buffalo? Because I haven't really seen a lot out of Buffalo, other than what you've played on the show the last couple of days, so I haven't read. I think, obviously they're bringing a new stadium there. Overall, the vibe in Buffalo has been really good. From Josh Allen to winning to being in contention. Right now it sucks in Buffalo, but prior to that, it's been pretty good. And I think the Pagulas are viewed as, I don't think they're viewed as bad owners. I think they got a stadium. And again, I'm telling you, until this point.
I
Are
disagree. Well, because they own the Sabres, too.
They do own the Sabres,
yeah.
and the Sabres are actually playing well right now, aren't they?
They're doing okay. Now, if you followed the Buffalo Sabres for the past 20 years,
Not
it hasn't been so good.
Have they owned it for that whole time?
I have no idea, but they haven't been relevant. They're the Indiana
they've been
of
back,
the NHL.
So they're going to win the cup soon.
Maybe. Book it. I feel like, this is just going on Twitter. They aren't a fan of the ownership of the Sabres or the Bills.
How does that guy own two teams? What's his gimmick? Did he do something?
I don't know.
That guy, something. He invented something.
It's a good call.
I didn't invent it. Let's find out where
he owns two teams, bro. Like
74 years old. And
looks good for 74.
oil and gas.
Oil money, huh?
He probably
he worked for Getty Oil.
Petroleum engineer.
Founded East Resources, a natural gas drilling company, with $7,500 from family and friends back in 1983.
Damn.
Jeez.
It profited heavily upon discovery of deep layers of natural gas. Pagula eventually sold the Pennsylvania, New York, and Rocky Mountain assets of the company to Royal Dutch Shell for approximately $4.7 billion. Sold the Ohio and West Virginia assets of the company to America Energy for $1.75 billion. He still owns the Greater Rocky Mountain Regional Oil and Gas in Colorado, Wyoming, and something else in Pennsylvania.
Gotta own something.
So he has sold, do my math, $6.5 billion
Okay.
for a company that started for $7,500.
So is it like is it propane? I don't
know what natural gas is.
Yeah. I mean, come on, oil, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I think
Black gold.
I
You know what I'm
watch
saying?
Landman right now, and I think they're connected. You drill for oil, and you drill for. I mean, you go
Brent
dig
Martin
for gas.
Brent Martineau with the natural gas breakdown from Landman.
Oh,
Fill
listen,
us in.
man, I got to lean on the shows.
Yeah.
I mean, we do our crime stuff from CSI and other places over the years.
I like it.
Law and Order.
Did you finish Pluribus?
Oh, I just was thinking about
Got
that.
off and on. Yeah.
You haven't told me much about it. Did you finish?
It's a slow burn. Oh yeah, I finished it.
Was it worth me finishing it?
I enjoyed it.
You did?
But once again, it's one of those shows where you gotta be paying attention, man.
No, I got it.
Okay, yeah.
I might get back on it.
Okay.
I just finished.
He
I just
won't.
finished Absentia.
What? You can't finish Pluribus, but we're finishing Absentia?
3 seasons of it.
What is Absentia?
Who's in it?
When?
Yeah, what is it?
You just watched 3 seasons. You can't tell me one person who's in the show.
What is it about? Is it a Western too?
Not like a real no.
Is it a
no,
Western
no,
kind
no,
of thing?
totally not.
I don't know how to spell it, man.
ABSENTIA.
What streaming service is this?
Netflix.
Who's in it?
Oh,
My buddy told me that it's
absent.
like
Hang
new.
on.
He's people that he hadn't heard of before.
Oh.
Again, who knows a lot of that stuff?
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was first season was really good. Second
Fell
season
off.
had some slow parts, but got picked up. And third season was good. I
We got some head-to-head. We got Stan Katic. We got Patrick Husinger, Kara Thiebold, Neil Jackson, Angel Bonani. The real heavy hitters.
Have you heard any of them?
Nope.
Oh, you have heard some?
Really? All right. I haven't heard of any of them.
Which one's the female? Like the main actress?
Yeah.
She's really good. But
Okay.
I hadn't seen her in other stuff.
So basically kind of like a who did it. She's got dementia or something.
It's like she goes away for like 6 years. They think she's dead.
Okay.
Instead, she was like held captive, and that
Oh.
starts
Absent.
a whole thing.
Okay.
There, it's the absent part. Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, not nice, but
It's not bad.
good.
Cool.
Not bad. I mean, not like
it's on-
Yellowstone kind of good, but
It's on Amazon Prime. Prime Video.
You said Netflix.
no, that's a.
It's the same thing.
Okay, will they be on both?
No, sir.
No. But
I watch it on Netflix.
Did you?
Yeah.
You're telling me Prime?
It said Prime. I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah, it says Prime Video.
I watch it on Netflix.
All right, bro.
Just telling you.
Nobody's arguing with you, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
It wouldn't be on both. Do
They really don't.
They don't do
I
that, right?
highly doubt that.
Unless
They'll do like Yellowstone will be bought out by like
Well, is it new?
Paramount or somebody else, and then they'll put a new
It's
season on
an-
Paramount.
It's an Amazon original, Brent. You probably watched it on
You
Prime.
did not watch it.
Yeah, it's an Amazon Prime original.
All right, now I'm gonna find this out.
Well, hey man, we're telling you. Like I don't.
Oh wait.
This is replacing.
I have them all. So
this is replacing the game today. Is figuring out which platform Brent Martineau watched a TV show on. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, what
No, I can't find
platform did Brent Martineau
Now I'm watching
watch
his or
this
hers.
show on?
His or hers?
Yeah, it's not that good.
Could have watched Pluribus, but he just said forget it. 3 seasons of
Why don't you
Absentia.
why don't you go to Ludacris on this?
Yeah, seriously.
What are you guys watching?
Hockey.
No shows, huh?
I'm watching Unreal.
There's some anime out there. What are we looking at?
I hate to tell you, I'm looking at the show on Netflix.
Oh, hey, man. I mean, Amazon original, Prime Video. What do you want me to do?
It's
not the same show?
the same show.
Okay. I don't know.
Maybe it's on both.
That's
do that.
amazing.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
There you go.
Look
Cool.
at that.
Cross-platforming.
Let's do that. Like it's a big win for me that I knew
Well,
I was watching on Netflix.
It's pretty wild because usually that's not how it works. But now we're just gonna have like all the Apple TV. Oh, yeah, Pluribus on Netflix. Let's go. Let's have.
Well, I think Apple TV is going to hold
Severance.
their stuff pretty close to the vest.
I guess so.
That's an Apple TV one. Is that
Yeah.
where I watch that one?
Pluribus.
Apple TV is where the good stuff is.
I like some of the stuff on Apple TV. What are you watching?
Back of my eyelids. You
not watching any show? You and Amanda? Hamby?
Masked Singer.
I did watch Masked Singer last night.
Who was the?
Hamby, you done with You done with whatever his name is?
Huh?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, man.
Oh, we haven't had one in a while.
Really?
I've been watching Unreal, the WWE thing.
Man, guy's in it.
Don't tell us.
Oh, that wasn't like a one-time thing. That's like a
No,
series?
they're making it a
This
thing
is
now.
season 2. They just came out season 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a one-time documentary.
I mean, hey, I appreciate the commitment, Hamby. I'm not into that show. I could care less.
You know,
I enjoy seeing how it comes together.
I do as well.
I don't need to see all the sausage is made, Brent. You know,
give me the sausage.
just give me the sausage, man.
The
I like to see.
somebody, well, you guys don't know him, but Brad, he's our audio guy. He came into
I
the
do know
office.
Brad.
Oh, you do know. Came into the office yesterday, and he's like, "Hey, you might want to put this in your show." And I appreciated what he was saying here. But he was talking about the Indiana band, and they played stuff from Lord of the Rings, in the national championship game.
Cool.
And so, I guess there was like I figured if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you might have caught that.
My dad and
I've
my
never
wife
seen
went to
them.
go see the Lord of the Rings back in theaters on Monday.
Back in theaters.
I'll one up you. My buddy's wedding that I was in, we walked down the the aisle to Lord of the Rings, the guy playing it live on vinyl.
Really?
Unreal.
Wow.
Bro,
My
now
best friend
that
went out
doesn't-
to
was that in a
Roman
church?
Reigns theme music.
That is also unreal.
That is unreal.
I didn't know that was a thing. Like these aren't in church, obviously.
No, sir. The one I was at was not. It was
Like
at,
an outdoor wedding or something
No, it was inside. What's the hotel? Gaylord Palms.
down in Orlando.
Yes, sir. But yeah,
I
guy
didn't know
live
that
on
was a thing.
violin.
That's
just
actually
shredding.
cool, though.
No, that's really awesome. Can we get back to the Roman Reigns thing real quick?
I could see that. That's the thing.
Hamby, he came out to the Roman. Is he a big wrestling fan? Obviously.
Yeah.
Did his bride come out to a song too?
Well, no.
AJ
she-
Lee?
No. Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up, light
Yeah,
it up.
nothing, huh?
The original whatever Canon and D or whatever it is.
Oh, Paco Bell's Cannon and Deep.
Yeah. I've heard that a million times in my house.
What is
My
that?
mom played a lot of weddings.
D-A-F-G. We get it.
Yeah, that's kind of how this
Been
wedding
there.
went as well. Bro was shredding on the violin for Lord of the Rings, and he abruptly stopped, and we hit the music for the other one.
Oh, you did?
Whatever it was.
He wasn't playing that.
No.
Oh,
he was
God.
only trained in playing, I guess, scores from movies.
That's pretty good.
So
I like it.
we're definitely getting sued now.
Oh yeah, we're getting sued for sure.
We're out.
Hey, wait.
Okay.
Before we go, I want to make this perfectly clear because you're not here tomorrow, and you won't be here when I make the picks.
Okay.
There's 2 games left
Yes.
for this week.
You guys are up 1.
We're up 1. If you try to pull the crap where you don't tell me one of the sports office picks before we pick, I will say every curse word on the show that I know.
I like that.
This is not a threat. This is a promise.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 games. We should at least know one of them before we make our pick.
Well, maybe you guys should both be in here at the same time to make the pick or something. So then you guys both know.
They won't show up. I know how this works.
So why should you know a pick and they don't know a pick?
Action Sports Jacks overtime.
What are you talking about? They've
We're going
made their
overtime.
picks first every time. They're going to make their picks tonight when I send it. That's
Yeah.
how we've done it all year.
So they have no idea what you're picking.
They're
why
more
should
than
you know what they're picking?
They're more than welcome to come in, like we've said every single week, and they haven't showed up once.
Hey, Hamby, doesn't it kind of sound like Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Joe Biden?
He's on this. This is his thing.
Casey,
Turn it up, Joe Biden, Joe Biden.
I don't
Joe
understand
Biden.
why you guys should know their pick, but they don't know your pick. Why is that?
Go back to
a problem for
AJ
you?
Lee quick.
What are we doing?
No, you guys are talking. Go. Go.
Because if
finish
he
it.
has the picks, we get to know one.
Get ready. Yeah. Go talk.
Sure, we'll figure it out. Whoever come in here tomorrow for the pick.
I'll say every curse word. I don't care.
I'm going Garnick on it. Joe Biden, Joe Biden. Can you imagine if Joe Biden reran and came out to this song? Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Joe Biden.
He does
See,
this all the time.
it's catchy, man. Tell me, hey, Hammy, tell me it ain't catchy.
It goes.
Anytime
I
anytime
don't think
she's
he's
on
running
TV,
again.
he
I need a
sings it.
ludicrous feature on this beat.
Hey, anytime we do the scrap house and she comes on, I have to go to Casey. Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Joe Biden. Yeah.
Have a good Thursday, everybody. UNF Ospreys home tonight, 7 o'clock. You can listen to it on the network as well. Action Sports Shacks, 24/7 network, actionsportshacks.com. Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3, don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.